He left after the first round. I was like, what? Where you
Oh,
go?
what?
But I did get to hang out with someone else. Like it was basically my brother's best friend when he was a kid. So by
Okay,
extension,
at
he's
least
one
you
of my
weren't
friends
alone.
because of that. So I hung out with him instead. So it was kind of fun anyway.
So part of this is going to be you guys going back to Cantargo, um, and part of this is going to be your your people in Cantargo, your rebellion, doing some stuff while you guys were away.
Okay.
So what do you guys want to
Ooh, can
start
I roll
with?
for Octavio?
Well, alright, go ahead.
Uh, I don't really have a strong preference either way.
Did we part ways with those dudes? They chose not to side with us or help us?
Not yet. So if you
Okay.
want to take care of those things first, then you can.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah,
still like
because
to
I
try
was
to
going
convince
to.
them. At least either convince them to join us or at least step down from the rebellion altogether. Or not the rebellion, but their whatever, yeah.
You want to try to convince them to like not work for Cheliax?
Go home! Live a farmer's life, you know? Get a wife, have some
These
children.
are these are paid soldiers, man.
Do what
It's
you
their
really
career.
wanted to do in life.
They're like, I really wanted to
I really wanted
fight
this.
people. I really wanted to fight people. The only other thing I could see myself doing is playing Call of Duty, but it hasn't been invented yet. So
Shit.
instead, I just joined the military.
Then go invent it.
Well, none of the soldiers here that happen to go this way are from this part of the territory. Their homes are back the other way. So
Well,
they're
at least
they're
we can send
stuck.
them far away. So either they come and join us or they go far, far away from here. But yeah,
So
I'll
where
try
would you have
to
them go?
with us, preferably, to join the rebellion.
To Cantargo?
Cantargo needs to be restored to its glorious
Well,
potential. And
they've heard that
unfortunate,
Cantargo is
it's being
having
suppressed.
problems.
Yes, it most definitely
They
is.
heard that it No, they've heard that it's being unruly,
It is, actually.
which doesn't sound like a good thing.
Which is why we need to take over Cantargo. Join us.
That sounds like insurrectionist talk.
I mean, what would you rather do? Travel a long road home with no supplies?
Well, that is one of the issues. We need
Yeah.
to go somewhere where we can, at least get food and shelter. And you know, if Cantargo needs help suppressing insurrectionists, then that's something we could do. We are part of the we are part of the military. We're soldiers. And
He's
surely,
talking about
like they'll take
suppressing
note of
us,
us.
right? No, no. No, we wanna. We wanna stop Thrun.
And reinstate the rightful rulers, like the
I
mayor.
mean, the rightful rulers are the Thruns. Cantargo lives under Chelaxian order.
That might be
Only
true,
because
but
they are
this
overthrown.
particular Thrun is not good. I mean, actually,
Are you
like, if
saying
come to
that
think of
might
it,
makes right?
would it make a difference if we put like a different Thrun in the town? Do you think we would have the same experience? I'm not from around
Are you
here, so I
asking
don't
them?
really know. No, I'm asking my party, like what they think
Probably
would
not. We'd have
happen.
a lot less experience because there wouldn't be as many bad guys and missions for us.
I'm just wondering if this Thrun is acting more alone since his little ordeal has nothing to do with the actual wars that are going on with the rest of the Thrones. Like, do they know
Drew,
about
what
what
were
he's
you
doing?
saying?
Uh, well, I was saying something about, like, might makes right, and in the case of Thrune, the only reason why he's in charge is because they, unjustly came in, like, as a hostile invading force. And I think that Thrune's motivations are partly just to boost his own ego. He has some familial troubles. I think he is feeling quite small and is just lashing out, trying to find some things that will make him more recognizable
Okay.
and legitimize his tyrant.
As
Uh,
for as for the whole question of like, what if we put another Thrun on the in a seat of power? I think only Amon would be able to answer that question. He has more experience with Chilaxian rule than the rest of you guys.
I'm guessing probably not good. Or any better. Maybe better. I don't know. Like,
Well,
if Thrun has his own personal agenda, like, that's maybe concerning.
I mean,
To
Does
as
the
Amon
other
want to
experience
answer
Throns.
that, or does he want information?
uh, I mean, what information are you getting at here? Because I know, like,
Because
Amon.
you've lived under Abigail in
Correct. Well,
Egorian.
no, actually, he didn't live under Abigail. That was the whole thing. He lived under her predecessor and
Okay,
fled
yeah,
during the transfer of power.
gotcha. So the Chilaxian rule, the more recent one that you're used to, kind of mirrors what Barzillai is all about.
Ah.
You're actually used to a more stable like government, if still like mildly like oppressive.
Yeah,
So it
but yeah,
wouldn't be
Amon
any
actually
better.
will kind of like butt into this conversation, I guess, a little bit with these soldiers, and he'll say that I I think I understand like where their reservations are coming from more than most of my companions here. And um, like when it comes down to it, there's a lot of sacrifice that they might have to do, especially if they have families back home that they have to worry about that could become uh, involved with this whole mess. And I understand like that's unless you're taking precautions, and even then, like you're never sure if it's enough. So I get it. I don't. If you don't want to help us, I understand.
Well, they
Even
look
if you,
puzzled at you, Amon, and they ask you, "Well, hold on. How do you understand where we're coming from? Aren't you from Kintargo?"
I've lived in Kintargo for the last 10 years or so, but I didn't originally. I have family back in the capital.
Oh.
Estranged family, but still. And I understand. I try to do a lot to keep them from getting pulled into trouble caused by my
Well, why is a
involvement.
fellow countryman like you sticking up for people who want to overthrow the Thrones?
Because I think that the Cheliax rule isn't right for the people of Kintargo. Kintargo's got its own culture that's separate from the rest of Cheliax. It's not it's yeah, they're different people than the people of Egorian.
Well, I mean, wouldn't you say from experience that at least leadership under people who know how to use it is better than being a little unruly city?
I'm not convinced that that Brazili Thrun or the Thruns in general are what's best for Kintargo though. I don't think they actually know exactly what is proper to do for a situation there, or like that they necessarily even have Kintargo's best interests at heart.
They look at you with some incredulity, challenging your stance and saying, like how could you say that with, having lived under the like the steady kind of law that the Thrones give us.
Well, I've
Yeah, where
lived
they
more.
outlaw mint.
I've worked more. I've lived more directly under them, and I think there's things that go behind the scenes though that are much more. They turn your blood cold if you knew all the things that happen in the inner circles of the Thrune family.
The soldiers say that, they've heard things, and there's things that aren't so clandestine about their rule. Like, everyone's very aware of like infernal contracts that the Thrunes have, including her current infernal magistrates.
Yes, infernal contracts. Believe me, that it's something I am very familiar with.
But if it's to keep the governance and peace, then what does it matter?
I can't go to the opera. That's why it matters.
Yeah, I can't. I can't really argue with you there. That as I said, I understand. There's a lot
Is
of stability in Iagorian.
Is sacrificing children worth this sort of stability and, you know, the sense of safety that you get being under the rule of this throne?
Well, yes, Leon, as long as it's not your children, that's how a lot of people feel.
Why would you say something like that? Sacrificing children?
Yes.
Because we have seen evidence of such a practice abominable.
In Kintargo?
Speaks the
Probably.
truth.
And various
That's why you
other
need the
heinous
Thrones.
acts. But it was done in his name. It was worshippers of these devils.
Oh, we don't believe that.
Well, you believe what you have seen with your own eyes, and I will believe what I have seen with my own eyes.
So I guess they're not coming with us.
Besides, you destroyed our keep that we were defending. That was our job. That was our livelihood.
Which is why
Right.
you can come join us. We are
I apologize
extending
for that,
an invitation.
but it had to be done. We have goals that necessitated the destruction of that keep.
We have things to
And
do.
wouldn't you say that we went to quite lengths to make sure that you are safe and not buried underneath the rubble? If we were as, terrible as these thrones make us out to be, we would have just left you all there to die.
Well, how are we gonna see our families?
When it's over.
Hopefully you'll
And
see
how do
them
we
well.
know that if we go to Kintargo and you're trying to overthrow the Thrones, that our safety is assured?
We have
No,
lots of
that's what I'm saying.
people.
I totally get that. I can't promise that things won't happen to your family if they if you help us. Like that that's my point. I get that.
At the
Unless
moment,
you
you may
took
very
considerable pains if you took pains to help us under like false identities, but
Can we
on the other
disguise
hand,
them?
you're also part of the military, so you're supposed to be.
I could.
I mean, perhaps
We
we
can,
could
keep
take
them.
take up false identities, but
Mhm.
in the long run, at some point they would, if they want to see their families again, they're gonna have to come back, resurface.
Yeah.
At the point, I think since I don't think there will be any sort of excavation hastily underway, you all might be presumed dead. So any sort of involvement or hiding out with us, they won't know, and your families would receive no repercussions. In fact, is there some sort of plan in place? So if you die while in action, they receive some sort of compensation?
But I don't want my family to think I'm dead. Yeah, me either.
Sometimes that could be an
Yeah,
advantage, you know?
Amon's just like shaking his head. He's like, I don't like the rest of the party. He's like, I don't think they get it.
Sorry, you can shove me out of the way anytime.
No, I
No,
like
no,
this.
I let you guys keep
There's
going.
so many
but, like,
conflicting viewpoints. It's really good.
Tell you what, we do have a couple places where you can hide out for some time. If you like, I could disguise you on your entrance to the city so that you are not recognized, and we can give you safe haven. You are not required to join in any of our activities. You can, turn both a blind eye and a deaf ear, and just live comfortably for a while.
If you wouldn't be so kind, at the least. It's to turn a blind eye, deaf ear.
Okay, so you three, since you're the ones that are engaging with them, go ahead and roll diplomacy checks.
Yay!
All right. And is this like a new day when we were talking to these people for the last
Yeah,
time?
this is the next day.
All right, then I would have given like
I rolled low, but I'm also not really trying to convince them to join. So
heroisms to the
I think that's
people who
fine.
do the talking.
This is purely to raise their attitudes.
I already have that
Yeah.
on me. The +2.
Yeah. And if you were planning to talk to them, you could have had like honeyed words or something prepared. It's a paladin spell, gets you roll diplomacy twice.
No.
That's fine.
I'll just roll a 1. It's fine.
I apparently still have True Strike on me, so.
I strike
I'm
them true
probably
with
being
my
the
word.
less influential. I'm like, I want to go to the opera!
I mean, I rolled the highest. Dang. And I'm like the one that's not even trying to convince them to join.
But your words are like they can relate to you.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
I
they're
really
more
get them.
logical. Yeah, they're logical words. Like you're not trying to convince them of anything. It's like
Yeah. Well, I mean that's the
here's
thing, because like Amon's like talking about that. I don't even know if it's really come up like too much about, but that's kind of like the whole point of his vigilante identity is that actually got family back in the capital. That he doesn't want. Like that's why he's like taking all these pains to like not be Amon when he's like doing rebellion activities. It's a vigilante identity. Apart from, just wanting to, be a simple lawyer in the middle of Kintargo. Like keeping his practice open. Like the real reason he's doing it is he doesn't want to be
Well,
traced back.
against the odds, since you guys do have some pretty good diplomacies, and there are 3 of you rolling, none of them are friendly towards your views at this time. But you do get them from unfriendly to indifferent, at least.
Alright, that's something.
So they all choose to like leave ahead of you guys and make towards Kintargo, because it's the only place they know that would take in Chelish soldiers.
If I see them going that way, I say to them, I can't make any promises that I'll spare you. See you in Catargo.
Like if you oppose us.
Yeah. It's more of a bluff. He's not serious. He's not like, I'm gonna bloodthirst
And
you.
I most certainly will not spare you if we come into contact.
It's definitely just think twice about
Caleb's
what
like,
you're...
I will totally.
He's telling the truth.
You might not know this, but I'm actually the slasher of Kintargo.
Like a real...
Like, oh shit, I heard of that guy.
funny.
That's like my favorite.
ju-
My
they
favorite. That's
just
my
start
favorite
walking
joke of this whole
faster.
campaign is that Caleb,
That's
of Caleb
true.
being the
Caleb's
slasher.
the slasher.
Yeah. Even though we
Turns out
I
objectively
mean, now
proved
that
that
the real
incorrect,
slasher
Classic
was stopped,
vigilante.
I could take on that.
you've taken on the new
personality.
mantle. You are
I
now
mean,
the
And I
under
slasher.
could pretend to be the
circumstances,
slasher,
none
'cause
of
who's
us
gonna
knew
say that
each
I'm not?
other, so he very well
Well,
could
I
have
mean-
been.
You can't be the slasher unless
Yeah.
you have the thing that makes the slasher the slasher.
Oh, what, the dagger?
Well,
yeah, but
we,
nobody
people don't know
knows
that.
that.
I'm really glad that we didn't let Caleb have that dagger, at the very least.
I didn't
think
try to
that-
have it.
True, you didn't, but yes, I'm glad that we didn't, that you didn't get a hold of
That
it.
circumstances never occurred where he
It didn't.
Yes.
became.
It could have
When,
been
when it
bad.
comes to the law, I don't want to be known as the slasher, though. When it comes to scaring random guards who aren't in the city, yeah, I
Okay.
can be the slasher to them.
You can be. That's your vigilante identity. You should take one level in vigilante. Do it.
What is it, the
Mm,
anti-slasher? Because you have the slasher and then the anti-slasher?
The slasher and the sewer, or the
There's
stitcher.
always-
they stitch up the
Stitcher.
wounds.
There's always, yeah. There's wherever there's a slasher, there's an anti-slasher. The law of nature. I
Alright,
don't know.
so-
I assume the
yeah,
soldiers just start
the-
walking a little bit faster away from us.
Well, the keep soldiers, they hustle on their way to Kintargo.
That's
they,
fine.
they go ahead of you guys, so you're not gonna run into them.
Yeah. I
No,
don't
we'll
wanna
we'll hustle too, and we'll do that awkward
Yeah,
thing where
we'll
go the same
we'll
way as
stay
them.
parallel
We'll
with
say,
them,
well, goodbye, and they'll just keep walking with them, be like, we can't talk to them,
waving
we
at 'em
already
every
said
once
goodbye.
in a while. Hi.
It's like, no, no.
Well,
I'd be like, stop that, we already said goodbye. You're just being awkward.
That's the point.
I know. I'm like, I can't stand by that. I cannot abide. Alright. Anyway,
yeah, we let
sure.
them go ahead.
We continue
you know.
we continue behind them at
We-
enough a distance to try to avoid having to be awkward.
And we can drag our feet a little bit anyways, because at some point our paths are going to diverge, because we were going to go off into the mountains briefly to use that break enchantment scroll.
Huh?
On the
On-
petrified
We were-
giants.
We're gonna
Oh,
rescue
yeah.
one of the giants,
Yes.
one of her two parrots. Like, which
We
one do
only
you
have
want?
one scroll.
Make your
Oh.
choice.
Borka.
Make your choice. Which parent
Is
do
this-
It can
you
affect
love
is this a
more
more?
paladin
targets.
thing I can do?
Yeah,
Oh, it
Yeah, it's
can?
one person
Oh,
per
okay.
caster.
Alright, we're good then. Never mind. I thought it'd be funny if we're like, make your choice.
I still can
Very
only do level
dramatic.
2 spell.
Also
Yeah.
terrible. We deserve to be called villains if we did that. Make your choice. Who do you love more?
If you
Good
willingly
lord.
knew that you could save both of them, but chose
Oh, I
not
can
to,
get break
then yes, that would
enchantment at
be
4th
evil.
level spells. Oh shit. That's
Yeah,
a
I don't
ways
know if
away
it'd be
from-
evil otherwise, but it's still fucked up. That's all I'll say.
So I can use that scroll, I guess, technically, because it is on my spell list. But it's also on...
Nice. Yeah, you could.
Both
It's
you
Probably
and
easier
Barry
for
can, yep.
Barry to use, but yeah, because I don't know. I think you might have to make a caster level check to use it.
It's a higher, yeah, for
Yeah.
a scroll, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for Barry it'll just be like 1,
Barry doesn't
because
even
I
have to
think
make
he's
a
only maybe 2.
he
no, one,
he either
'cause
has
he's-
to make one and it'll be really easy for him, or he might even have to make one. I don't remember what level spell it is for clerics.
It's
It's 5th level.
Yeah, 5th level.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
okay,
he's
so
only
yeah,
1 level
yes.
away from being able to cast that. So I think
I
the
think he
DC
auto
would be, like,
passes that then.
1.
It's yeah, like
Yeah,
it's,
sure.
the DC is gonna be like, cause the DC to cast it is like, I think it's basically like the caster level of the scroll. So he rolls a d20 and adds his caster level, which is the same as the caster level scroll -1. So even if he rolls a
Yeah.
1, he passes. So I think he actually just auto passes that. If he's just one off from being able to cast break enchantment, then he's probably gonna auto pass it. Or his freedom probably wouldn't, because freedom would have also has a -2 to caster level from being a paladin compared to your character level, and also
-3.
or it's -3, yeah, and then also it's like, you actually have to roll it because it's a much higher level spell on paladin paladin spell list than it is like compared to when
Alright,
when
so
you
we'll
get
have
it.
Barry cast it if he's willing.
Yeah, of course.
Although if it's from a cleric, yeah, it'd be pretty
Do we,
hard. Freedom would probably have a pretty easy time. It'd just be you have 3 lower on your roll to do it. So as long as you roll a 4 or higher, you would pass it. But anyway, yeah.
Alright, I guess we're on our way then.
Yep,
I
you
just
guys are
want to
on
point
your
out
way.
that you guys should be proud of me for not intimidating them until the diplomacy had basically failed.
For showing
That
your
was-
restraint.
I was restraining myself, yeah.
was
I guess
very
you've
good.
learned something.
It's called character development.
We're down from killing the people who
did-
don't agree with me.
That's where I started. Yeah,
Mhm.
was at the rally.
I
trying to kill
remember
people.
Mhm.
I
The real
remember when
treasure
you were like,
was the restraint
we need
we learned along the way.
we ran to the dire Corby, and you were like, this murderer must be murdered.
Yeah, exactly. He murdered, therefore I must murder.
Yes.
Most
Perfect
farmers
logic.
struggle with restraining their murderous intent.
Yeah.
But yet you have to think about too, I had lost both my parents
At that
within
point,
a period
yes,
of like
that's
a
true.
few weeks.
You
So
thought
I was
both your
like
parents.
kind of off my rail. I thought they
That's
were
fair.
both dead. And now that they're both back in my life and they're alive, I'm a lot less like
You have
chaotic.
You have more stability in your life now.
I guess we'll
Yeah.
to make sure his parents don't die, so he doesn't kill us all in our sleep.
He was just being a whiny little murderous bitch about losing his parents.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
So do we need to roll for any random encounters along the way to Bulborga's?
Ooh,
No.
ooh. Let me. Aww.
If you go after he's Batman then. Like Batman was all murderous.
No.
Yeah,
and
he's
lost
been
his
trying to be
parents,
Batman.
and then he's going
That's
towards like more
my
lawful.
secret. I was gonna
Fortunately.
surprise you guys with my vigilante level, next level, and become Batman.
I thought for a while
Pluto
there
called
that he
me
was
out on
Anakin
it.
Skywalker.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
He thought
That's a
everybody,
good one too.
yeah. He thought
Hey,
everybody
he still
was.
has the,
He was a moisture farmer.
hey, he still
I
has
should
that,
make an
that
Anakin
chance to go
character.
to the dark. He still has that chance to go to the dark side.
He could still
This
become
is
Darth Vader.
he you know what he is right now? He's like the episode 2 Anakin, where it's like
Am I
his mom
though?
his
Killing all
Like
his
I'm
mom
I don't
pretty
told
think
dedicated
so.
to
he
the
knows
rebellion now.
Well, Anakin
Yeah,
was pretty
Anakin-
dedicated to the Jedi.
to the Jedi Order, and then his mom dies in episode 2, and then he goes all crazy in
Okay,
episode
true.
3.
So yeah, don't let my parents die. That's what we've
Exactly.
Alright, speaking of parents, I think we have a
Anyway,
couple that we need to
so-
unfreeze.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that you guys do travel for a couple of days, and you actually do meet back up with the soldiers, contrary to what I said,
Oh, okay.
Oh.
because they're being whatchamacallit, accosted and robbed by Bulborga.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, Bulborga.
Dude, it's like orange outside. What
I'll
the
let
hell?
her take their stuff before we interrupt.
That's messed up.
She's demanding that they give her food.
I'll go up to her, chastising her, saying like, "Haven't we talked about this before?"
Okay, her attention shifts from them to you, and
I motion to them to
she
scurry
grunts, and at her distraction, they mount their horses back up and they ride quickly towards Kintargo.
along. Alright, good. I puff on a cigarette like
she
a
greets you
disappointed
with a
parent.
simple, "Ah, it's you. Did you bring food?"
Oui, mademoiselle. We brought the best food of all. parent food, and I tell her that we have found a scroll that will unpetrify her parents.
She picks you up like with both hands
Oh no! Go
and brings you like very close to her face,
Don't eat him! Don't.
and
Oh dear.
she says, "Don't lie to me." Not like threateningly, but like, don't dangle
Very-
hope in my face.
Freedom looks concerningly.
Right.
He has like his hands up in the air, like going to like grab Leon. Like whoa!
Right, like just like
Promise
she swirls me
truth,
around in a
or
circle.
I crush you.
My dear, I never promise anything, but you can trust me. This is the truth. And my friends can vouch for me.
Her
We
stance is,
already-
"I'll crush your body before you crush my heart."
Oh whoa!
Alright, well, you can keep me in this death grip until we get to your parents, or, break my neck now. Whichever is your preference.
She keeps you tucked underneath an arm as
Alright.
you travel.
Oh dear.
Alright, I
Oh,
continue
no.
I
smoking
follow.
on my cigarette, like, in a this is my life now, sort of.
She
When I
takes
need
Just
to roll
accept your
a-
fate.
While
One
you're
hand.
with her, she takes your cigarette out and like shakes a finger, saying, "Bad for health."
Oh god. Oh.
Sounds being crushed
She
to
knows
death.
about health. She's health aware.
Well, she
As
has all this
I
fresh
yell at
air
her.
out in the wilds.
I need to try and steal the scroll now and hide it.
Good luck.
I just scowl at her, but I don't say anything else.
I jokingly, whoever has the scroll, I jokingly act like I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna steal it, and then Leon's gonna get crushed.
I mean,
But
you
I
do a
don't
lot of
actually try
damage,
any
Leon, but she might kill you before you kill her.
That's definitely a
She hits
possibility.
pretty hard.
Right, I mean, if she's able to actually hit me, that's the question. But yeah,
Well, she would be
I do
angry
not
at
doubt
you.
her strength.
But yeah, if you guys journey back to the area where her parents were petrified, then she waits, and it seems like she's also brought like things over to like her parents' statues.
Oh,
There's like bits of like animal carcass and stuff near them, and some flowers.
oh God,
Now,
this
Barry's
hill
gonna
giant
speak
needs
up.
to move out.
He says, "I'm gonna be the one that casts a spell," but he looks at the statues a little wearily. He's like, "What's to stop them from attacking us, knowing that they're hill giants? Like, because they might not be as like friendly as Boboka is."
Are you asking the team or your allies?
No, I'm asking
An open
Boboka.
question.
If you
so
ask
I guess
her, she says, "Give me chance."
Okay.
But of course,
I guess he'll get like he'll be ready basically. I think he's gonna cast first he's gonna cast fly on himself, and then he'll start casting the break enchantment using the scroll.
I'll light another cigarette and observe.
I'll have my shield out ready for any hostile beings who might be confused when they come out of this state. And ready to
Okay.
defend. Shield up, I guess.
I tell
I'll
Jeff.
just stand around casually.
I'll
Right.
wand out.
All right, so he casts a spell.
I'll tell him on.
All right, you
Go for
cast
it.
the break enchantment.
And we have like a few more rounds before it
second-
finishes.
the second it finishes, he uses his ability to get behind, like get back with his party. His little teleport pop ability.
All right, you do that. The the stone flakes from them, and they kind of emerge from their petrification. They're both quite exhausted, fatigued, but at at the sight of others, they are a little bit unsure, and the mom, like, she begins grabbing a rock, but
I try to
her
direct
daughter
their
here, like,
eyes
stays
to the
a
daughter.
hand. Yeah, she gets in there quickly, and she puts her own big hands on her mom's, and she tells them with some tears in her eyes that no, they good, they save you. And both of the hill giants look at you guys, still questioningly, but Bulborka, she lifts up the head of the gorgon that she's kept there, and she shows it to them, telling them that the creature that did this is no more. And they look like they recognize that. And they both come to an understanding here with their relieved daughter that you guys were responsible for not only helping her but saving them. So they they look at you with as much compassion as a hill giant ever has to anyone within these adventure paths.
Never seen it, don't know what it looks
And
like.
they thank you.
Yeah.
I thank them. I give them, gratitude for not attacking us, and tell them that they are welcome in Giant.
The father thanks you guys for taking care of his little girl. And Bulborka blushes and like punches him in the shin.
I wince because I would have like crushed my face.
Yeah.
You know what's kind of funny is this is now the second, or since there's two of them, there's three giants that I've unpetrified in our campaigns so far. Because Cormac unpetrified the other one, the one from Strange Aeons.
That was a while ago.
Yeah. Though
And even
one that
longer
was
ago
like
in Raid of
cursed.
Winter.
Yep. All right. Well, the giants they want to get back to living, and Bulbork is also gonna go with her parents. They don't have any kind of whatchamacallit reward for you except their thanks.
Yeah.
That's fine.
But if you're
Wasn't
out here in the
expecting.
wilderness and you happen upon them, then you have their friendship.
In the future, we're gonna call upon our hill giant friends to rally and trample over things for
Yeah,
us.
Maybe.
the
Maybe.
last march of the Hill Giants.
There you
Maybe they'll show up in the climax to bail us out.
I'll tell the Giants, the parents, like, to teach their daughter how to hunt instead of accosting strangers on the road. Just because she could
That's how
get
they
hurt
hunt.
that way.
Like,
That's how
yeah,
they
we
hunt.
taught her that. We taught her that.
Barry will
We're
Barry
very
will
proud of
say-
our daughter.
Barry will say, I
She's
would
a very
stay
enterprising
away.
young-
I mean, it's how she found us.
Stay
It
away
apparently
from-
worked.
Barry will say, stay away from the keep, the mountain pass for a while. We demolished it, and there's probably gonna be people looking for the people responsible, and the blame might fall towards you if you're in the area.
They're amused that you've destroyed the keep. They say it was very ugly.
That's
Yeah, it was. I'm not a fan of statues or anything that is of a permanent nature.
Also, if there's less
No
soldiers
offense.
there trying to hunt
And they're
the game in the area, there should be game for them now.
Yeah, they like more rocks in their mountains, and now that's what the keep is.
Plenty of food in the mountains for you. Yes. Also, show them a picture of Thrune, and like if they ever see them, like give them permission to mess with them. I'm not a very good
Just so
paladin. I
happen to have
can't
this
talk to
caricature of
them.
Barcelai Thrune.
Yeah,
Yeah,
did
you
you
see
hear
this
about what
guy?
happened to
Pick on him.
Thrune? He was traveling and some hill giants just beat him up.
Just
And
beat him
he
up.
And
I guess
now
it's over.
He's gone.
They said
Now the
Silver
rebellion
Ravens
just took
forever,
over.
and then
Oh no.
they beat him up, said Silver Ravens forever, spit on him, and then left him, saying you got served.
What's that one song by Thugnificent from the Boondocks? Was it Stomp 'em in the
Stomp him in
Nuts?
the nuts. Stomp him in the nuts.
Yeah, that's funny. I like that one.
That's what plays when they just
It
get
goes good with
ganged
like
up on.
a funny montage of just like someone getting beaten up.
Exactly.
Anyway, yeah, they part ways with you guys. Bulborka is a little bit sad that you guys are leaving. She feels like she made some genuine friends. You helped her when you didn't
She
need
did.
to, and she recognizes that.
I mean, if you stay within this general area, I'm sure we'll meet again. It's not too far from Katargo, right? So.
Yeah, well, I mean, they her family wanders. She
Oh.
explains that to you, but never too far from here.
I should invite her to the opera sometime once we get the opera house back.
She'll have to wear a yucky dress.
Yucky. Now we'll just wrap her in silk.
Well, what if she comes in like some bitch in like animal skins?
Nice.
I mean, I don't know. Like the opera
mean,
might
if they're
like
bitchin'.
very avant-garde stuff, so that that they might.
It could be a
into
giant fur coat, or a swan.
Oh. A swan? I don't think swans are that big, but.
Isn't that what Bjork wore?
Oh god, no. Yeah, I mean, yes, but. I don't want to see a hill giant in that. It's supposed to be like this
It'd be like a
ballerina
floaty.
tutu style swan. Yeah, no.
Alright. I'll wave goodbye to Bulborka.
Also,
And-
remember, Bulborka's not full hill giant, and as you can probably
Right.
guess, she's adopted.
Yeah, she's half orc, half giant. I believe is what we surmised of her
Yeah.
lineage.
But it could be like a My Fair
anyway.
Lady episode for me where I like spend time training her to be like civilized.
I like that
Maybe.
idea.
If you guys want to make that a side goal. I mean, you
That's a
totally
CR.
could bring her to Cantargo, but you'd have to convince her.
No,
It might
she's
take more than just a
her
day.
parents still have parenting to do.
Yeah, I think that's out of our CR range at the moment.
Yeah, parenting is like CR 20 or something. It's almost like boss level stuff.
And those kids, they have legendary resistances to being told how to behave.
Anyway, yeah, you guys leave that, and you guys will be in Cantargo within like another week or so. Let me throw these
Alright.
dates ahead, but
That's
from this
right.
point on, then we'll handle things in Cantargo.
I can get some water over here.
Cool. Oh no, it's on
Yay.
fire.
I want some
It wasn't me.
D100s in my life, Matt. That's what I'm asking for as a player. I don't care what
You
the
want to roll
D100 is for.
D100s?
I just want to roll some D100s. Been too long.
Uh,
We don't have to now, or even in this session. I'm just kind of
Well,
joking.
if it comes to D100 roll, I will cede mine to you.
Mantis doesn't let me roll D100s anymore. I mean, he does, but we haven't had any in a while.
yeah. If I give you a D100, it'll probably be for something silly, like to see if Jeff dies along the way or something.
No.
Oh, that's perfect. Is a 100 he dies?
100
Is
is he
that the
gains
good outcome?
immortality, and he's forever inside your head
Oh
via
no.
telepathy.
Okay.
Yeah, the worst option is that, yeah, he stays with you forever.
He becomes a parasite and just gets inside one of us and talks in our heads for the rest of the campaign.
He becomes a tumor familiar.
Matt's just like, yes, perfect. I can inject all my thoughts into the PCs.
He's already doing that. You just don't know because it's so subtle.
So yeah, like, almost 2 weeks prior, or not 2 weeks, but like several days prior to you guys returning, your rebellion has some things that they can help you take care of. What they have done is they've secured the aid of some of the noble families
Oh,
that you
huzzah.
guys were working to get last time.
Sorry, it secured the aid of what? My headset cut out right when you said.
Oh, some of the noble families that you're attempting to,
Okay, cool.
persuade. For example, Archbaroness Eldana Alamaxa. She's become impressed with your rebellion's ability to reduce their own notoriety. But there's still a couple that you haven't secured the aid of. And that was Baron Canton Yaltero, and I think it was Baroness Bilkara Jarvis.
Like those are the ones that we that we had our rebellion working on, basically.
Yeah. In addition to that, your rebellion can also help you guys get information or prep before you guys get back.
Alright.
Like that would be for the, like we could have them the information for the party or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. Because we have those like what, rumor mongers, and they're pretty good at gathering info, or would that be the Fushi sisters who gather that information?
All right.
No, that would be no. The Fushi sisters don't quite gather information. They can do things like securing caches that you place around Kintargo, or operating safe houses, or taking a covert action, like spying on people.
Gotcha. So, is it possible, in addition to, gathering some info on the noble families, to also, maybe gain a little bit of info on the opera house itself? Because we had heard
Yeah,
that,
they could.
I think from the devil, the imp, that there was a secret passage from the opera house into the sewers.
There might be.
I guess, yeah, if we could get any clearer information on that, that'd be pretty good, just in case, there are some prisoners there and we want to bust them out and escape into the sewer.
Okay, so if if you want the Fushi sisters then to go ahead and take that covert action, then they can do that. And this will probably take them like the majority of the time that you guys are away. If you
Okay.
want them to try and infiltrate and scout the opera house.
I'd I'd say that's probably a decent idea. Anyone second that motion?
I'm good with that.
Okay. What else do you guys want to have some of your teams doing?
Hmm. So that's the Fushi sisters.
Do we
And I think
have
the
options?
Yeah, you guys have plenty of options.
What do the merchanty people? What they can like sell items or like acquire items?
Your black marketeers can do things like they can just earn gold for you if you want,
Oh, let's do
or
that.
they can do things like refresh the market, or they'll sell items for you.
Earn gold for us, because I don't think we have anything to sell,
Earn
and
gold
I
sounds
don't
great.
need to buy anything. Yeah.
Yeah, I think earning gold to help the rebellion and like resupply the coffers would be a really good idea.
Do we have any teams that we could like pay to level up?
Yeah, you could level up your rumor
Like
mongers.
the ambassadors or whatever they were?
They're your advisors, yeah.
Yeah, those guys.
And you could
Yeah.
also level up so the members of the Torrent, they're a tier 2 team, so they could also be leveled up to tier 3.
Ooh, we should level up the Order of the Torrent.
How
Like
many
Hell
can we
Knights
level up
level
at a
3.
time?
I think it's there. It's an action for the week, right? One of our two.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I think you have more than
Have
2 actions now.
Oh, do we? Oh, I didn't know that went up.
what level are the advisors? I'm asking because if the advisors are only level 1, it might be best to have our leadership leveled up a little bit before we start leveling up some of the quote unquote
As
grunts.
a member of the Order of the Torrent, my bias is to level up the Order of the Torrent.
Right, that's understood. I'm thinking of that. But
What
if
are
we're able,
what are the abilities that we gain for the level ups
For the Order of the Torrent?
and for the advisors? Like what would they each gain, and then we can
The
decide which one
advisors
we'd rather
would
have.
go to either agitators or a cognoscenti. And the agitators are highly specialized rumor mongers capable of influencing the people of Kintargo with their whispers and scuttlebutt. So what that means mechanically, they get access to the urban influence action.
Hmm.
And I'll tell you what that does. So what
start a
urban
riot.
influence does is you get to choose one of the following settlement modifiers. So if you actually know or look at stat blocks for cities, they have like these things on them.
Yeah.
So like the corruption of the city, the crime, economy, and law, lore, or society, they will adjust one of those modifiers by a certain amount in either direction for 1 week. So you can either start bringing up the economy of the city, or bringing it down, bringing up the amount of law or lore or corruption, or bringing down that stuff in the city.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know how we would necessarily use that. Like, oh, the economy's booming. That's good, or
Right.
then I don't know.
Well, I guess we'd probably just have to use our imaginations. Like, a situation would probably present itself. Like, if we wanted to reduce the law, that might reduce the amount of soldiers in the city,
Look,
or like the
see,
sort of
join the
grip
Silver
that they
Ravens. Look at
have
all the
on it.
good they're doing. They're improving the economy. When we try and convince people.
The other option is to go the other route, the cognoscenti, and those give you access to an ability called knowledge check, which is fairly self-explanatory.
They can perform a knowledge check for us.
I do like
They
knowledge.
attempt to provide an answer to any question you could normally answer with a knowledge check. So yeah, they're kind of
Okay,
like
neat.
an extra special one.
I feel like the other one is way better though. The one where you can like influence the people or improve economy or all that. Like that seems pretty cool.
As
Yeah,
for your freedom fighters, which the Torrent technically are, they're rebels.
I see. They're a type of freedom fighter.
Yeah, the third
I was
tier
hoping they
will
had unique
either,
abilities.
well, it'll either give them, you get to choose the tier 3 one. All of the tier 3s are a choice. They branch off into 2. So for them, their 2 choices are Kabbalists or Spellcasters.
Ooh.
Child.
So as a Kabbalist, they get manipulate events. And let's see, that what that does is okay, so manipulate events, it requires a roll on a table, and it kind of triggers an event. And for the most part, these events are going to be positive, because if the event is detrimental, the Kabbalist's manager can choose to add his or her charisma modifier to any of the d20 rolls made as a result of the check to further influence the outcome.
Would that be Octavio or somebody in our party?
It would actually be one of the party members.
Well, we got a couple of people with pretty decent charisma.
Yeah, that one's a little technical with the way the rebellion things work. The other option being them being able to provide spellcasting services. That action is just restore character. So they can help you basically, guys, restore a lost character.
All right.
So this is the
Like
most
from
reliable
death?
way of actually, yes.
Okay, guys, I know what we should do. I figured it out. And it doesn't cost. It's just an action. Or do we still have to pay for
Well,
the
it
spellcasting
still has some
service?
costs, but I'll read you what it does. Okay, so for restore character, the action, your spellcasters can heal damage or remove debilitating conditions from a character. This action can be used to perform one of the following for the entire party for free. Heal
Oh my
all
God.
ability score damage, heal all hit point damage, or receive 1/3 or lower level restorative spell, such as Dispel Magic, remove blindness, deafness, remove disease, or remove paralysis. It can also provide the effects of a break enchantment, a raise dead, a restoration spell, or a stone to flesh spell on an individual basis. The body or remains of the character to be restored must be brought to the Silver Raven's headquarters. These greater spell effects are provided via scroll use and require an expenditure of gold equal to the cost of the scroll.
Okay, but I mean, at that point, we could have like Barry cast it if we
Yeah,
something like that.
But
but if for whatever
it's a
reason
good back
Barry's dead,
that yeah, that's the
Yeah. Well, also the fact that we can just be like, yeah, let's go here and heal the entire party or heal all our ability score. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know, it's pretty good.
they will still let you guys heal the party.
you said
I
that
think it's
they're
good when
basically
time
the
is a
same as our
problem.
freedom fighters. Our freedom fighters are the same thing as them. They're not. They're two
Yes, so we
separate
could have
teams,
one go
right?
each route then.
You
Yeah,
could, yeah.
basically.
Well, we have the
The,
security squad. That's the other
Yeah.
freedom
The
fighters,
security
right?
squad are actually still tier 1, yeah. They've never been upgraded.
Okay, but when we upgrade them, we can have because I feel like the Order of the Torrent would not really be like Cabalists we're describing.
Sure.
Like it could just be something in my head.
It's up
But
to
they're
you.
like against demons, and so like to me, Cabalist is like a maybe not necessarily demon, maybe demon, or like twist.
I think I like the idea of having the Order of the Torrent being the ones that heal us, and the Freedom Fighters eventually becoming the ones who like kind of stir up trouble
Yeah,
in the
I like
city to make things happen. Here's a question though. For the Hell Knights, when they're upgraded to that restorative one, does that mean that, like, how quickly would they be able to heal our damage and stuff? Like, can we use them as like a pit stop? Like, say there's like a riot in the city and we need to like lay low because we've just taken a bunch of damage and whatnot. Would we be able to go to the headquarters and then, like, I don't know, within an hour or something, they're able to
I mean,
restore
that
us?
heal action is one of your rebellion actions.
So
So we can
that
do it
would
at any
take,
point in
like,
the
a
week as long
week?
as we have an available action point,
Yes.
and it
Oh,
will just
okay.
happen over a short amount of time when we decide to use the action.
Yes.
Okay. So that's like kind of a
I
ace
feel
up your
like, yeah,
sleeve.
that's really good if time becomes a constraint where we can't be like, okay, let's wait till tomorrow, have Barry prepare the spells we need, or go out and buy. Well, I guess we still have to go buy scrolls for certain things. Yeah, if we're under time pressure, that could be really useful.
Well, we just have to provide the money that those sort of scrolls would cost. We don't have to actually go out and buy them.
That's
Is
the
that
more
correct?
expensive things.
Oh yeah,
Right, like
only
Raise
for
Dead.
the
Things that they'll do for
resurrection
free is like healing
heal
all
all
of your
ability
damage,
scores.
heal all ability score damage, or you can receive 1/3 or lower level restorative spells, such as Dispel Magic, remove blindness, deafness, remove disease, or remove paralysis.
Okay,
Yeah,
I like
seems good.
that. Okay, so I'm up for
So
leveling
how many
them up.
actions do we have?
You guys have 4.
Okay, so we used one on the people. I forget their name, Fushi's sister. So we
Mhm.
can use one to level up Octavio and friends. And how much money is that going to cost, and how much do we have in our treasury? Like a drop
Your
of water
treasury
in the
currently
treasury.
has 2,981 gold pieces in it.
And this is going to be like less than 500, right? I think the numbers are
To get
pretty
them to
small to upgrade.
spellcasters, it costs 1,000.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's like a third.
But that's fine.
And for upgrading the advisors, this is much cheaper. That's a 200 GP upgrade.
And how much money can the black marketers earn us with that action? Because that could help offset the cost.
If you want them to earn gold, let's see.
Roll a D100. That's how many platinum they earn. It's real feast or famine.
Well, I get to roll a check that is it's a security check by the rebellion rules thing, and I multiply that by your team's tier. So they're tier
Oh, so we
3
kinda
right
wanna
now, so it's
upgrade.
whatever I roll times 3.
Oh, they're already at the max level then.
Yeah, they're already black marketers.
Cool.
Whatever you roll times 3, are you rolling like a D20, D100?
It's a D20 plus a
the
modifier for your
security
security
thing is.
check. Yeah.
I mean, what? It, that's actually not gonna be that much gold then, unless the security mod is like 50 or something.
Well, I mean, it's money is money.
Like
I mean,
even if you
that's-
ended up getting a 50 as the check and multiply it by 3, it's only 150 gold.
Yeah.
well, there might be more stuff.
I feel like we could get more by maybe having a different team do something else.
Probably. I feel like
Yep.
that is more
Unless
for
there's, like,
like
another
a
switch.
longer game that is using the rebellion rules,
Mm-hmm.
to where you might have like multiple
So
like
what other
merchant teams doing this.
do we have besides the black marketers?
What other teams do you have? Well, I'll tell you.
We got the rumor mongers.
You have your Asasazi scouts, who came as tier 3 outlaws. They're saboteurs.
Oh, let's have them do something. Let's have them mess with Thrune. Is that a bad idea?
No.
Probably increase our wanted level by a star, but that's fine. Come back to helicopters.
But yeah, they can take a sabotage
Okay, so
action.
I feel like we're taking a little bit too much time on this. So I think let's level up the advisors, let's level up Octavio and friends, and then let's have these saboteurs sabotage something of the Thrunes and disrupt their, organization.
Okay, they'll do that.
Does that sound
And,
good to you guys? Like I don't want to just like drive it, but I feel like we're
That's
too much time on this.
That's fine.
that sounds good to me. And
That's
the
fine.
Fushi
I
sisters
don't
will be consuming the last
care
action
too much about that.
of scouting the opera house.
Yes. And especially if we could have the saboteurs sabotage something in regards to this opera house party meeting thing, that could be.
Yeah, you can have them do that.
Cool.
Yep.
It's a plan. Break. And then we'll
Maybe we
just
can
have
have
to
them
find a
blow
little
up
bit of
some
money to throw in the
Chelish.
coffers. At some
Which
point.
kind of tier 3 advisor did you guys want? Because you have to choose between the two.
I like the one where you can move the modifiers around.
Yeah, I like that one. Improve
'Cause I
lore
feel
or
that could-
economy or decrease it. Yeah, that one.
I feel that could later on we could have some real good synergy going on between our groups
Okay,
and that,
so
like have our black
agitators.
marketeers, agitators.
Yeah, and also just improves our like control over the city. It's like if we need things to be bad in the city for a little bit, we can make them a little bit worse. If we need things to be good in the city, we can
And
do that.
Drew, did you
And,
get a
like,
name for
really have
the
control.
tiefling that is kind of the leader of that game?
Oh
Or that
yes, I
True.
every time we level up, I level him up and my 3 other alts to the current level.
Yeah. But give me their name and I'll put it down on this spreadsheet.
Oh, you're doing too much work. Just don't die.
Nah, I like making characters.
If I die and have to play as someone else, it's gonna be just a rush to like make up a build real quick.
I can technically have like a level 1 cohort, a second one, but I don't like. What are you gonna do with a level 1 cohort?
Make him carry
What
your
indeed.
things.
And then get killed as soon as combat breaks out? Like, no.
No, have him hide in combat.
What things is he gonna carry? I don't need him to carry anything.
Have him be the blacksmith's apprentice. He carries things for your blacksmith follower.
No,
He
he's the
doesn't even carry
blacksmith's
your things.
apprentice.
These are terrible ideas.
It's like have him lug a bunch of iron and coal around for forged things or weapons.
Okay.
This is why I'm not a good leader.
So we'll just say that those are the rebellion actions you guys have taken care of there. What about the remaining noble houses?
That's Yaltero and Jarvis, right?
Yes.
Let me
This
check
is
my
before
notes
we
to
get
see
back to
what they
town or
like.
after we get back to
Yeah,
town?
this is before you get back to town.
Okay.
So you're saying like,
I don't know.
what do our groups that we've left in the city like?
Yeah.
How do they influence them?
Yeah. I mean, if you guys want to, I assume that you guys want them to help you with this, since you guys are coming back with only a few days before the event takes place.
I'm looking at my notes real quick just to see what they like and see if what the strategy should be. But if anybody has any immediate ideas, please feel free to speak up.
I'm also looking at my notes.
Oh, so Alamoxa, she wanted us to prove ourselves as saviors of Kintargo. So maybe us blowing up the keep could have been that show of skill.
Alamoxa?
Yeah, although she did say, sing to me with talent worthy of the opera stage, impress my family and their love for hunting, or definitely handle your notoriety.
Yeah. Your groups are actually they were in the process of doing that.
Okay, so I guess that's Alamoxa. It's just Yaltero that we need to focus
And
on.
Jarvis.
Oh, Yaltero and Jarvis.
Yep.
All right. Let's see, Yaltero, he's loyal to Kintargo. I don't have any additional info. Jarvis likes architecture, carpentry, city planning, stone masonry. I'm pretty sure that I could probably talk to him since I'm pretty well versed in engineering.
Well, you're not there right now.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I keep forgetting that. Maybe we could give him like a copy of the sewer map that we stole from that one administrative building as like a gift, since he's interested in city planning.
Maybe.
Uh, any other thoughts? Like, Caleb, are you good at crafting like carpentry?
I tried to learn for about a week, so not
Oh,
really.
okay. Alrighty. Heck, if we didn't break the enchantment on one of Bill Borka's parents, we could have sent the statue to him and say like, look at this impressive stone statue. You like stonemasonry, right?
Sure.
I mean, we could purchase something like that, right?
Yeah, I guess so. could bribe him with a gift, like an impressive statue in addition to that map.
Barry, do you have the ability to turn?
What's
I'm
up?
kidding. I'm kidding. Well, we were saying
I
we wanted to
didn't
get like a nice fancy statue for
turn them back
bribing
into stone.
dude. And I'm just like, oh yeah, just turn some random person into stone and be like, yeah, I carved this. But that would be me and evil. So let's.
Okay, I found the info for Yaltaro. He's a relatively soft-spoken but fierce fighter dedicated to his family. The family's fond of silver and stone quarries. Yeah. So, I
They
mean,
like
maybe,
silver. I have all this gold. Let's just get it converted to silver and be like, here you go, silver.
right? Maybe they'll like us
Per-
because we have silver in our rebellion name.
Oh my god, it's perfect. Let's get them. Let's go get crafted like a silver raven thing and then give it to them and be like, I mean, we could
Yeah.
give them one of our actual
Look,
magical silver
yeah.
ravens, but I don't like that idea.
Let's send them like a little statuette of a silver raven, and then with a little sticky note that has the winky face emoji on it. Be like,
There's more
huh?
where this
Huh?
came from.
But I think I really do like the idea of like you know, before we go, like purchasing some sort of like trinket like that and telling them, you know, look for us at the opera party or something like that.
Yeah, shouldn't hurt.
How much would a little trinket like that cost, Mr. GM?
However much you're willing to spend.
Um, I guess to make like a little bit of a splash, mm,
Like, do we
I'll
hire
throw
a
like
very get one really famous from a really famous artisan made out of very expensive material?
yeah, I'll slap down 100 gold for that. For like a masterfully crafted little silver raven statuette, along with a note that says something along the lines of "We fight to defend our family. If you are truly dedicated to yours, look for us at the opera party."
Okay. And you want some of your rebellion members to deliver it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Anyone in particular?
I mean, probably, you know, the tiefling bard, since he, you know, besides several members of the party, are like the most, you know,
Okay.
spoken
Tamarath?
individual, and yeah.
Okay. Tamarath
So
and some
Tamarath.
of his other team members, they go to deliver the statuette to House Yeltaro. Um, the family seems fairly receptive, being that it is made of silver and very nice to look at and could be a very nice little conversation piece. And a conversation piece it is, because that gets your team and rebellion into contact with Baron Canton. And he tells your rebellion through your team here that he would be willing to support he'd be willing to support the Silver Ravens if you can impress him with some kind of wealth of knowledge or help him uh, with some skill in reading social clues and motivations of those he keeps around him. Or the third option is you can directly help him and gain his allegiance by helping him smuggle a cousin out of the city.
Oh, I like that one. That's my favorite.
And I've already done that. I can do all of these.
Yeah.
Let's see, it was social clues,
If only
impressive,
we
You can't
had-
because you're not there.
knowledge.
If only we
Yeah,
had
that's right.
If I
smuggling
was
tunnels
there.
that have been used in the past that we know will work.
Right. The smuggling thing sounds like it's probably the sort of thing that would be easiest for our teams to do.
Yeah,
Probably.
like the Fushi sisters or something.
Because I don't know if we have any like one person who can go in there
Well,
and be like, I have plus
the
20%
rescue
motive.
character action that the torrent have access to would help in this. They could
I like-
probably easily get them out via, yes, the smuggling tunnels you have out into the bay.
I like that idea.
Okay. So we'll add that to the docket of things that they're doing.
Cool.
Did you
That's
guys have
how
any
they get their
plans
experience.
for Jarvis then? For that house, whose matriarch is Baroness Belcara Jarvis?
Let me look at my notes. Let's see, Balcara. I mean, Jarvis. Alright, so interests, architecture, carpentry, city planning, stonemasonry, allegiance to Cantargo. Maybe one of Amon's associates? No. Amon's associate isn't, like, part of a team, right?
No.
Darn. Because I was going to say, like, I mean, if they're interested in city planning and architecture, it seems like that would be something right up, possibly up their alley.
I mean, maybe. You could still send him as a liaison.
True. Hmm. Yeah, I guess, I still vote for, the copy of the map of the sewers, because I think that was something that was, like, locked away as, like, uh, not forbidden knowledge, but just something that was, not allowed. Does anybody have any other ideas for what one of our teams can do to impress upon them, or how to get things going between us?
Not really. I'm trying to think like how we could pull in like architecture or something, but like I don't know. The Fushi sisters know the city really well, but I doubt they know like the architecture behind the buildings.
Well, that's the information you have on the house from information gathering. I don't think you guys have actually contacted this noble family personally yet.
That's true. We haven't actually started a rapport. We just know stuff
So maybe we
about
just need to
them.
get someone to talk to them and see what their opinions are, where they lie, before trying to like win them over.
Well, I mean, I guess I'm okay for using Amon's, like, oh wait, no, we want to keep Amon's associate completely without any knowledge of the Silver Raven, so
You can use
that would
Kane.
eliminate him as an asset. Oh, of course.
If Kane wants to go, then that's fine with me.
Yeah. I mean, he's a
Okay.
ranger, urban ranger, so he knows architecture.
Kane
he
goes
knows
on a
the city,
diplomatic mission.
and he does have pretty good diplomacy.
Over the... Oh, does he?
Yep.
Well, maybe he'll be able to use that.
Yeah.
So over the course of a few days, while they're out, you make arrangements to speak with this noble family, and eventually you do get the opportunity. Kane speaks with Baroness Bilkara, and while you're a rough-looking person, she seems like a fair hostess.
Alright.
Something she might surprise you with is that she is quite fond of the things that she drinks. Like she has a bevy of different beverages.
Okay. Let me pull up Kane so I can see his stats.
Maybe he has craft alchemy. Get
One thing that I haven't put onto this character
Sir.
yet.
Right. Craft alchemy. Good to have on any character.
Yeah, it used to be my main one. He'll
One of these days I'll be an
ask her about
alchemist.
the drinks.
She says that they're a personal hobby of hers. She enjoys collecting different spirits and such and enjoying them. But she doesn't hoard them away like most other people do. Is she finds pleasures in actually drinking, which she acquires in moderation.
Of course. He nods.
Go ahead and give me a sense motive.
Ooh,
Oh,
nice
you
roll.
rolled high.
Yeah, there's one stat that I
Okay,
didn't
yeah,
put
I
in
knew
yet.
you only had like a +2 or whatever. I'm like, well, if you roll high, then I'm gonna give you something. Okay, so Kane senses that there's some other reason for her keeping all of these drinks. Give me a knowledge religion.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I mean, he's only a level 3 character, so.
Yeah, he is only a level 3 character, so I can't give him much information there. Just that Kane senses that her fascination with these drinks and stuff they seem like more than just a hobby. It seems almost like a ritual to her,
Okay.
but you're not sure what significance that has.
Mm-hmm.
Or she's just an alcoholic.
I'm not
Oh,
an alcoholic, I'm
But in
religious.
establishing rapport with her noble family, she tells you that if you want her support, then you can either impress her with your ability and skill at craft, so like any kind of craft or profession skill that you could lend her, or by demonstrating your sophistication and social grace
mm,
by helping her diplomatize some associates of hers. Alternatively, you can attempt to reduce the danger within the city for a week. But I think you guys are out of actions here, so the
yeah,
reducing danger would not be an option at
wouldn't
this point.
happen. I guess he'll help diplomatize. I mean, he does have craft, but diplomacy is a higher skill.
Okay. And remember, it doesn't have to just be Kane. If you guys have other members that have these skills, then they could do stuff.
Yeah, we
I
got
don't know. I don't have
Hedamon.
stat
He's
blocks
really
for
good at
any
crafting.
of the characters. Like, what's Octavia's stat block? What's my mom's stat block or my dad's stat block? I wasn't supposed to make this.
Octavio is part of the
Well, you do know that your
team.
mom has some skill at craftsman. She has some kind of woodworking stuff.
True, she was able to make the weapon-y thing. So maybe ask my mom. Like, I don't know
Okay.
if Kane would know that, but maybe he would.
I mean, he would probably go around and see who wanted to go with him or like get help, basically. So yeah,
Yeah, your mom
sure.
has some
Daring Dan,
skill with
aka
carpentry.
Mom, will
Yeah,
offer.
Daring Dan. Okay. Yeah, they can do
Dan
that.
stands for dangerous.
All right.
All right, so they'll be working on that.
Yeah, Kane has an 8 diplomacy. which is all.
That's
I
pretty good.
was I was
Pretty
trying to
good for a
build
third
him
level
into an
character, yeah.
all around character.
Yeah, you got those skill points to throw around.
Yep.
At least he's still in the story.
He might end up being my character. You never know with how these campaigns go. I mean, my character almost died last
Mhm.
session.
True.
Right.
Alright, so some other things that your rebellion observes while you guys are on your way back is that the rumors about that ball are coming. They are coming up positive, and that it's now being called officially the Ruby Masquerade.
Ooh.
And as such, all those who are invited by invitation, are expected to wear a mask.
Okay, yeah.
And stay 6 feet apart.
Can't make promises
Where do I
about
get a
that one.
slasher mask from?
I mean, wherever you want.
We're all being expected
I
to
mean,
wear
I was
masks.
kidding.
Too real.
Your rebellion
are
also
we picking out
hears that
masks now?
people from all walks of life are being invited, although people who are noble and wealthy seem like the most obvious ones that are getting their invitations, but even people who are below that are getting invitations as well. They are also nameless invitations too. Some people are actually trying to buy invitations from those
I was gonna say,
who would sell
we
them.
could try and make money for the rebellion by just like acquiring invitations like that people don't want and then selling them. Or people in the rebellion don't want to go, we could sell their
Or
invitation.
we could use linguistics to create some forgeries, like we did with those orders to send Lucian.
Perfect plan. We'll run the Thrune out of money by inviting everyone in the city to the ball, and they all eat his food. And then he has
Yeah.
no money left. It's
We'll
perfect.
cause them to violate the occupancy load in the opera house, and then their
Then the
tyranny
fire
will be
marshal will
shut
be on
down
our
for that
side.
violation.
Perfect.
Hell yeah. And the fire marshal, Asmodeus.
He's the fire marshal. Oh jeez.
It's like I
Fire
was
Marshal
helping you, but
Asmodeus here.
you violated the fire code. I'm no longer on your side.
And then they're damned to hell.
Yeah, so I don't know, like, do all the members of the Order of the Torrent want to attend this thing? I feel like there'd be a decent number of people in the rebellion who wouldn't necessarily care to go.
Probably
We could try and
not.
sell
You guys
their
will have to
invitations.
figure that out when you guys get back. But I will say that, yeah, you guys do arrive back in Kintargo here, with a couple days before the Ruby Masquerade.
Excellent.
And you guys
Well, I
will
believe-
learn what your rebellion learned, and that you do now have the support of those other noble families.
Excellent.
Barry's gonna use up some diamond dust and cast restoration on Kane for the second and final time. Get rid of his other negative
Nice.
level.
Okay.
Cool. Cool. I'll check with Makeway on my outfit for the opera party.
Okay. Yeah. He's completed it, and he
Excellent.
shows you something that is worth Let me see. How much did you give him?
I believe I gave him the same cost for noble robes, so I have 2 noble robes now, like the one that he made and the one that I bought in Buyer.
Okay.
Right.
Let me see. Noble's outfit. So 75 GP. Okay. So yeah, he hands you something tailored very nicely, and in preparation for the Ruby Masquerade, he has incorporated red, the color red, into the design, which is actually one of the things that these invitations are telling people, that you need a mask, and whatever it is that you wear needs to incorporate the color red.
Oh. Okay.
Maybe I'll start changing the
Good.
invitations to say rugby masquerade for fun. And then people will show up in like rugby shirts.
No, it'll be like
I'm pretty
in the
sure the
room where everyone
invitations are
shows up
already
in
out if you have
tuxedos,
them.
and then we just start playing rugby in the middle of it. Except it'd be like just like the room, except rugby instead of football.
Yeah. This is how we overthrow.
The Flash Gordon style by playing football in the throne room.
I mean, that undermines his authority, right?
What you guys will also know from Rebellion is that none of them have actually secured or acquired invitations.
What?
So you guys need to figure out, yeah, how you're going to get in if you want to go.
Wait. He knows who's
He
in the rebellion? We have to have a mole. Right? How else would he exclude like so many, like all these people in the rebellion when so many people are getting invitated?
Well, technically,
The number of Kintargans being invited is in the, like, it's a few hundred, but still, out of all of the people in the city, that's still a small
Okay.
portion.
I guess we don't have that many like
didn't
high up
he
people in the
openly
rebellion.
invite us though when he announced the thing?
He did openly invite us, but not anyone else in the rebellion is the problem. If we want them to go, right?
Like if we want to have other people
Something
in,
like that, yeah.
Also, it's like technically
That being said,
it's not,
he doesn't know who
like
we
for
are.
maybe so, yeah,
necessarily.
right. I
Maybe
mean,
he
for
does.
some of us, he might not necessarily like send an invitation. Like he definitely probably didn't send one to Amon's address, like unless they actually did know. But
No.
Your secretary's going, not you though. She got
that'd be
invited.
pretty funny.
You just pretend to be your own secretary. Like, no, I'm not the member of the Silver Ravens. I'm the secretary of the member of the Silver Raven, even though it's actually you.
Sure. My secretary doesn't know I'm a member of the Silver Raven, not officially at least. I mean, she totally knows, but you know, officially she doesn't. Every time it comes up, it's like I don't want to know. Don't tell me anything.
Hmm.
Oh, did we ever identify the items that we got from the keep?
I believe so.
Like the bow and all that?
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I used a wand of identify.
Did I put those in the thing, or did I not do that yet?
You haven't done that yet.
That hasn't been done yet. But I guess maybe we could take care of that while we kind of think of like some sort of plan on how to get these hot tickets to this hot ball.
We can find out if
That's
one
a
of
good
the
idea.
houses that we're on friendly terms with have invitations, and maybe
Yeah.
ask to have those.
Yeah, maybe one of the noble families that isn't like a really big fan of balls, that they might have like I don't know, like they're just like, I'm not a big fan of parties. I just want to play with my
Well, I
model
know
ships."
somebody who's very interested in going. I wonder if she has
That's
extra
true. Like I was
invitations.
thinking of that, but Yeah, I believe that's Automox. Who's a big fan of the theater.
Yeah. And I would love to see her there. Or see her before it, I guess.
And see what Hercule is also going to be wearing. Her poodle. Unless the dog also needs an invitation. Do we know if these invitations have like a +1, or is it just one per invitation?
It's one per.
All right. All right.
So, what are noble people expect to do without their servants? So, maybe they got multiple invitations?
Maybe.
Yeah. That is, we could, go under the guise of like, bodyguards or something like that.
Dude, I have a sudden craving for cake.
The band or the pastry?
The pastry. I want cake. Okay. Well, I would like to go. Well, are we in town now?
Yeah, you guys are in town now.
Okay. Then, yeah, I would like to maybe just try to contact her and talk to her about the opera, any ideas that she might have, if she's got invitations or knows anybody who has any.
Okay.
Express my dilemma and my interest of attending.
Baroness Alamaxa, yeah, she talks with you, and being that she is an ally of the Silver Ravens, tells you that she knows that among the noble families and other aristocrats that she's in contact with, that they all did receive invitations, but very few. It seems that there is a real effort to actually invite people from all classes.
Maybe we can offer money, buy those tickets from the poorer families that. I mean, it's their shot to get into a party like this, but they might
They
take
don't want to attend a party
money
like
instead.
that. We'll
Yeah.
we'll show them the light. That's not a bad idea, though.
Well, yeah, just
I
buy
do
their
like
ticket
that
from
idea.
them. They might
Yeah.
need the money more than night out.
Well, she tells you that
Yeah.
she's willing to give you one of her invitations.
Ooh, that's one down.
And that they never planned on taking their help or their servants with them. That these masquerade parties are, if you're unfamiliar with them as a Kantargan citizen, she'll tell you that these are kind of meant to be opportunities to mingle with others without knowing, who they are, or what their profession is, or what their social status is.
It's a chance for Cinderella to meet the prince, basically.
Until the prince finds out who she is and he's like, not good enough.
It's like, get away from me, thought. You gourd ass thought. I really like Barry's idea. Maybe we could use gather information to try to pick up on any rumors of less fortunate people getting one of those.
Less fortunate people. What do you mean?
Like
People who
people
would
in
be
the
willing to
tenements
sell it.
or in the
Yeah, you
Hell's
might be able to
something
find an
area.
invitation for sale.
Here I thought we were gonna be selling these and making bank, instead we have to buy them. Dang. Wait, why are we
Well, I
buying
could
these
also-
anyways? We're invited, right?
No.
No.
I mean, we
Jordan
don't have a
invited us.
paper invitation. Well, we have a
Sure, but if we show up at the door and say, okay, the thing is we don't want to show up at the door and say we're the Silver Ravens.
Right.
Let us in.
And everybody is wearing masks.
Everyone's wearing a mask. There could be other people.
But my
that claim
mask
to be.
will be a Silver Raven. It's perfect.
If you want it to be, sure.
And
No,
so
I'm not doing that,
will
that's
like
dumb.
half the other city too.
Maybe. My mask is going to be a silver fox, not a raven. It's perfect. They'll never suspect.
You're not old enough for that.
I'll be
Wait,
the
what?
yellow trout.
You're not old enough to be a silver fox.
What? Why not? What does that mean?
You don't know what a silver fox is?
No.
It's a colloquial term for like an older gentleman who is still very sexy and attractive.
That
George
has gray
Clooney's
hair,
a classic
basically.
example.
They call
Sean
him a silver
Connery.
I
fox.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
I think he's more like a white bear
George
at this
Clooney?
point.
Well, maybe at this point, yes, but
Yeah. But when he was saying Junior,
Okay,
Brad-
okay,
Brad-
not silver
Brad
fox
Pitt.
then.
Brad Pitt's the silver fox. He's
Oh
older
yeah,
now.
yeah, okay. I see.
he's a salt and pepper vulpine.
I guess he is getting
I'm
that
pretty
age,
sure
isn't
he dies.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting up there now.
Damn, we're all getting old.
Okay, I'll
You're
go
telling
as
me.
a silver hippopotamus.
Okay.
But yeah, okay.
And yeah,
He's all looking
if
for a
you
mask.
guys,
He
I
doesn't even
actually
have an
do.
invitation.
That dude, we go.
I
find
do want
water,
you
yeah.
guys to tell me and to plan your outfits, because these
Oh.
might matter. Leon
Um,
already has hers. He has a noble's outfit worth 75 GP, but I still need to know your masks.
Yeah, I wore that normal outfit to the banquet thing. I'll just wear that.
Okay, you can do that if you
I'm
want.
not rich enough to wear another, and yeah, I'll be a silver hippopotamus because I think it's ridiculous.
I think Barry's gonna take his cue from what he gave the chick at the last party. He's gonna go try to find the sleeves that like he could choose his outfit basically.
Okay, you want to buy a magical item?
Yeah, the sleeves of I forgot what they're called. I'll look it up.
I'm trying to decide if I want to do like kind of like a bird mask, like Amon's already got one, right? But
Mm-hmm.
I could go with something different.
Oh, we do need to wear red, don't we? I'll
Red
have
needs
some,
to be
like, red-
incorporated in your outfit in some way.
I'll have red
two
cufflinks
rules
and
Of
outline of my mask.
an
will be
invitation
red.
is that you must wear a mask and that your outfit must incorporate red in some way. And I would like for you guys to tell me, like either in the chat or some other way, like how much your outfits are and what your mask is.
Well, I still have that 100 GP outfit that I bought in Vire.
Yeah, that would work.
The magic item is called Sleeves of Many Garments. It's 200 GP. Do I need to make a roll for that to find it?
I think that's actually within the
Contargo
limit.
limit.
Yeah, I think you'll be able to
Alright.
find that.
So he'll find that, and then that way you just basic outfit.
But yeah, I need to know how expensive or extravagant your masks and your outfits are.
So the outfit's gonna be it gives you a masterwork outfit. Basically, whatever you choose, it gives you a quality of masterwork. So whatever that GP is, and then the mask I'll figure out.
we recently gained some more wealth, so we can, I guess, be a little more flashy with our outfits.
Freedom's going to wear $200 worth of silks.
Okay, very, very nice. then.
Dollars.
Yeah, dollars. And my mask, Sam's been working on it for him. It's full face coverage mask, and it's bedazzled, and it's two-faced. So on one side it's happy, and on the other side it's sad. And there
Okay.
are red gems all about it. But I am not wearing red in my outfit, only on the mask. And only on
Okay,
one
well-
side, which is the sad side.
Oh,
Well,
risky.
red is incorporated some way.
If you want,
Make
you
sure
want
don't have your
real
mask on the
risky,
wrong
I
way.
got the spicy
Ooh.
idea, and I'm not sure if I
Oh.
want to do it. And that is that you go with a mouse as your
Mouse
as your
ears?
mask, and you do
Oh,
and you
no.
have roses, red roses on it,
Nice. Isn't
Nice.
that banned though? Well, I mean, you're not
Symbolizing-
technically a
Not like
mouse.
roses.
symbolizing the goddess Milani.
That would
Okay.
be. I wouldn't do that.
Because that's her.
But if you want to
her
do that,
sacred animal. Her sacred animal is the mouse, and like the
That's true.
rose is also like her holy symbol.
yeah, but that's
And
kind
it's
of like
red
a
already.
hey.
And we know
Look at
Thrun doesn't
me.
like mice already.
Oh, I know. That's like a way
Yeah.
to draw attention.
Yeah. Do it. Do it.
I just
That's
want a
true, he also-
subtle
he doesn't
wanna-
jab.
wanna
That's
know
all
who
I'm
you
He
trying
are.
to
doesn't
do.
like mice too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's very on the nose that like we're the rebellion people. Like it's the only thing that is almost as on the nose as just going with a raven mask.
Well, some of these people have seen my naked body by now in a show or two, so they'll recognize me immediately when I strut around. I said $200 worth of outfits, but
I
it's
was wondering
mostly
where that was
silks,
going. I was
but
really
lots of
confused.
skin, lots of skin. Well, we've had like shows and stuff we've put on, and I've always been
no,
like
it's fine.
on the
I was just like, when you started the sentence with "a lot of these people have seen my naked body," I didn't
It's
know
true.
where that sentence was ending.
it could go anywhere,
Yeah,
and it
whoa.
still might be
It
true.
could go
could.
many ways.
There's still places it can go. Yeah.
Yeah,
We haven't explored. We haven't explored all the possibilities.
this is true. We have not.
Yeah, you can roleplay that one on your own.
I'm kind of tempted.
Do it, Pluto. We'll be there
Yeah,
to back everyone up. Like, we'll know
But you'll
who
have
we
like
are,
an
so we can
alter
back each
ego
other
though,
up if
right?
we
A
need.
disguise, so you're not like a mon under that mask.
I'll be
because-
disguised under my disguise. This
Yeah.
is true. I actually will be. I actually will be disguised. They'll pull my mask off, and there will be another mask.
Be Jeff.
Well, the thing we have to remember though
Disguise
is like
yourself
other
as Jeff.
people in the city are also supporting the Silver Raven, so they may also have, masks or outfits that don't necessarily align with the Thrun's ideals.
Nah,
So
I don't know
hopefully we
about
won't stick
that.
out like a sore thumb. Like they're probably not going to outright wear something like against the Thrun, like
I
mouse
have a
mask.
feeling that he invited
I'll
people
do it, I
he
think.
wants to bomb, and we're all gonna die tonight. So I don't know. Let's not let that be a thing.
Well, if he wants people to bomb, he's gonna have
So,
to
This
get
yeah.
involved.
party's going to be the bomb.
Yeah.
We should all disguise. We should all disguise each other as each other. So we'll wear masks of I'll wear a mask of Caleb. Freedom can wear.
No, this is a bad idea.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
vice versa.
I'll wear
It's the
a
best idea,
Leon
but never
mask, like a
expected.
caricature of
More
Leon.
like we'll all wear masks of like Dothraki
like a
or
super
whatever.
exaggerated like
Wait, what? What are the guard
cigarette built into
Yeah.
the mask that that like has like incense coming from it or something.
Oh god.
And then we'll all get very offended by each other's like versions of each other, and then we'll just like brawl in the in the foyer.
Yeah, it's perfect. No, I think
We
I
should
am
all go
actually
with
gonna do.
Thrune masks. That's the answer.
I think I actually am gonna
Hmm.
do the mouse mask with roses
Oh,
incorporated
okay.
into the outfit. I'll employ uh I'll employ Leon's tailor to help change the outfit, make some modifications too. I already have the expensive outfit that I got in Vire, but I'll have him do some, you know, last minute work on it.
Yeah, make
I hope
way.
I'll be like, I hope you work well under pressure. Need this done quick. And
He
yeah, like I said,
can.
I'll get a mouse mask. He's like, this task is almost too simple for me.
Yeah. He encourages the challenge.
Yeah.
He'll tailor it. And
So yeah,
again, he's not going to give you what you want. He's going to give you what you need.
yeah, of course. I trust his fashion sense more than my own. Um, so yeah, that'll be my plan. Is I'm going to go with a mouse mask, and I'm gonna have the spell False Face as well cast when I go. So I do have like a random face. Not one I've used before either. It'll just be like I'll look like just some random nobody that nobody's ever heard of.
Am I supposed to take this bow in the party sheet?
But
I feel
I'll
like I
That's for Kane, I think.
I'm going to
The +5 strength composite bow is for Kane.
Well, I believe that's what Barry like retrieved it for in like last session. He had discussed that purpose, and we were all thought that was cool.
He
Yeah,
can't
think
but
I was
use
gonna
it.
plus 5's pretty up there.
think I'm gonna
Well,
prepare some.
it
I mean,
doesn't mean
unless
that
you
you
use your
can't use it.
cleric has 20 strength, and I'm not aware of.
Well, Kane's not. Barry's not gonna use it. It's Kane doesn't have a 20 strength, but you can use a composite bow at any strength that just gives you hell minus. Yeah, you could take it. I mean,
Well, I mean, if you want
fine.
it for like your character and for like story,
Yeah, all
that's
the
fine.
loot is in the sheet, so you guys go take
I
Yeah,
care
just
of
didn't
that.
see any of the loot there
we-
till now, and now I see it.
No, it was more of a Barry didn't know when he was grabbing it what it was, like what qualities it had on it. He was just like, oh, it's a freaking like it had obviously magical properties, so he just grabbed it.
Okay. I mean, I don't think anyone else in the party can use it. Does
I
Freedom have
can't.
20
I was
strength?
just
Freedom might, and then you can smite with it, which is pretty good.
let's see. I'm grabbing the small human bane bastard sword.
I guess I'm grabbing those scrolls because those are arcane scrolls.
Freedom should take the ring probably as our designated tank.
Well, Freedom gets a deflection bonus from smiting. I think that was talked about last time, and I think you said that you were going to get it because you don't get those sort of bonuses because you don't have any sort of spell
Did I say
casting.
that? I don't remember that.
I don't need it. You
Maybe somebody
take
else
it.
said it.
I have a 2 ring that someone else can have if I take the 3 then,
Sure.
if we wanted to do that.
Do the
So
old
I'll
hand-me-downs.
do the old swapperoo.
If yep. Amon, do you have a ring of protection +2?
Nope. I have a +1.
All right. Oh, then I'm okay if you grab it.
Anybody need a +1? Well, we're doing the great
Sam
hand-me-downs.
does.
Yeah,
I
sure.
don't think I have a +1 ring of deflection. Let me check.
Oh, you don't? Yeah, definitely take one.
Nah, I don't think I have a ring or a cloak, but that's fine.
What?
That's what my magic circle versus evil potion is for. that's starting to take an unpleasant shade of gray to it from being regurgitated several times.
Also,
Yeah.
during the time that you guys are prepping to go to the party or
Oh,
the
you
ball,
should take that
or the
haste
masquerade,
potion, Leon. So you
Jeff
can
is
regurgitate it.
also expecting to go.
Jeff's with us? Oh no. Why is
Yeah, he
Jeff
came
with
with you back
us?
to Cantargo.
Wait,
Ugh.
we didn't show him where the hideout is, though, right? Like, we wouldn't have let him there.
Doesn't matter, he follows.
I certainly didn't.
So did he hide from us and follow us in secret?
Maybe he's pretty good at hiding.
Well, he came with you, whatever way you guys came into Cantargo.
Okay, and then we would have, when we got to the city, we would have been like, okay, Jeff, we brought you here. Have fun. See you around. And left him. Before going to the hideout.
Well, he follows you. Only on the basis that he's like, oh, well, I'm new here, so, like, I'll crash at your place.
I'll lead him to a tavern and find him a room.
Okay, you do that.
And tell him, here, you can stay here. And then we'll find you tomorrow. We'll meet here.
Okay.
Oh no, and then he never does.
Then I
Terrible.
don't. I don't feel bad. This guy's annoying as hell.
I mean, that's fair. He did find us a bunch of magic gear, though.
Yeah, look at all this stuff
okay,
he got you.
let me reiterate. If anyone in the party wants to do something different, feel free. But this is what Caleb would do. If you guys want to meet him here tomorrow morning, feel free.
I don't.
I'll offer him to like crash at my parents' shop, the flower shop.
Okay.
Okay, he can do that. But yeah, we're not knowingly
But then
leading him into
but then he
our
might bring it up
hideout.
to us. Then, so he might bring that up about. I heard there was this ball, and I want to go. Like, oh God, of course you do.
Well, Jeff, tickets are hard to come by. If you have the money to buy one, you can try and buy one from someone. Go ask around.
If you work
We're
really
struggling
hard,
to find them ourselves.
we're struggling to make ends meet. I'm sorry, but we
Well,
can't
no,
buy you
we're
the tickets
struggling to
the
even
ball.
find people that we can buy from.
He tells you a story about how no one in his family ever got anywhere by invitation, so he'll let his own devilishly good looks get him into the ball.
Perfect. And if they ask, just tell them that you are a silver raven, and they'll let you in.
He always thought he was more of a tannish bear.
An orange orangutan.
Well, we have to
Okay.
find tickets still for
Purple monkeys.
the rest of you. I
That's
don't know
true.
if we
Freedom
can find
has
a, ticket
a
for
invitation.
Jeff.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try and like intimidate some nobody who got an invitation into either giving me or selling it to me.
Not
I
while
roll
I'm
intimidate.
around, at least, I guess.
No, I'm going off
I have-
on my own. I don't.
I
do
have
it
like
with the
business
party.
contacts, so I just go and ask around, like people I know.
You can
and try to
diplomacy
see if
for
there's-
me.
Yeah, I just try to see if I have somebody that I know that is. I don't know if I actually have heroism up right now, so that probably is too lower. But yeah, I should not have heroism.
Still good
running.
So, yeah,
roll.
I'm trying to temporarily influence someone's opinion by intimidating them into giving me or selling me their
Giving it a-
invitation.
Yeah. But I'm asking around if there's like anybody that got invited that doesn't want to go, or
You're
or
playing
whatnot.
the good cop.
Basically, I'm doing something similar, but I'm asking people I already know. Like I'm asking like my contacts that like people I've worked for or whatnot.
Okay, I'm on. You managed to procure an invitation.
Cool.
Caleb, you shake down an invitation.
And I
Rude.
don't tell the party how I got it. Because I know they would disapprove.
Well, at least one of them.
But this is like a little, like, not evil, it's just like, it's lawful. I should have been invited and I wasn't. And you lower
Okay.
person should not have been invited. So it's lawful that I take it from you.
Jeez.
That is
Okay.
not lawful. Oh my god.
Hashtag
I don't
Caleb
think Zerdurium
logic. You
understands.
murdered someone, therefore I must murder you.
Yeah, it's very
That kind of
similar.
logic.
Yeah, what would we do without Zerdurium?
For the crime of murder, you must be murdered.
I can't wait till he plays a monk.
He did.
When he
it
actually
died.
has to be lawful.
I do have to be lawful. I'm a Hell Knight.
Hell Knight required to be lawful too.
Well, intimidating people and stealing their tickets from them from fear is not exactly lawful.
I guess each person's subject to their
It
own interpretation of it.
How you interpret it.
Oh, okay.
You know.
So,
It's in
Matt,
the eye of
did
the
you see my-
beholder.
I specifically said I find someone
My
who
outfit.
probably shouldn't have been invited, like someone who's a little bit lower and maybe isn't even going to go.
Wow, what a judgmental fellow. You judging people?
What was that, Grim?
Did you see my? I kind of described my outfit in the chat.
Okay. But I assume that's for Barry.
That's Barry's outfit.
Okay.
He's basically taking the Stargazer like outfit type of like Desna.
Okay,
Ah.
that works.
Well, you gotta get a ticket for Barry.
I'll say this, Zerdurium, so that we keep things kosher. In your quest to find yourself an invitation, you find some people who are
Who stole
selling
the invitation from someone
the
else.
invitations, yes, and someone else accuses them of having, stolen it from them. So you do like a little vigilante sort of thing here, or not necessarily.
Okay,
vigilante,
I
a-
like that.
You assert some Hell Knight lawful dominance.
I imposed the
here,
law on them, and you
and,
wrongfully
yeah,
took these.
You get them their invitation, and they're thankful,
who-
saying that they are going to give it to you because they're family. Well, it would be nice for them to attend. They are poor.
My thought was, Matt, is that
They were
people
looking to
selling
sell it
actually stole
themselves.
from multiple people, and I give back the one that they stole from the person who said they stole it, and then they had an extra one that I could keep.
That works
And
for
I
me.
didn't know who it belonged to. If that's all right. That I like that because I don't like the idea of accepting the invitation from someone who I retrieved it for. In the name of the law, I wouldn't want to accept it because it'd be unlawful for me to take it from them after someone else had taken it from them.
They're offering
Sure.
it to you.
I like that more. Let's not let Zerdurium make bad decisions. Let's let Caleb make
I
a
mean,
good
I'm still
decision.
willing to work with you as long as you get your ideas out there.
Yes, I like where we ended up there. That's much better.
Alright.
But one of these times I'm playing an evil character. And I'm not gonna do like big evil things, I just wanna do tiny evil.
You want to be petty evil?
I just wanna
Hey,
do
you can
petty
be
evil things.
You could be greedy. I know a greedy.
No, that's all my characters already.
You
Let's be
guys
real.
don't.
I know.
You guys don't want to
I know-
see me and Drew playing evil characters together again.
Oh, but it's so fun.
I
I mean,
know. Let's
Drew-
see what happened.
Drew played a really good, like, neutral evil PC that somehow
Mm.
got through the campaign without being too messed up.
I know how to walk the line.
But
As long as I
if
see
af-
people laughing.
But after campaign, he became like the freaking ruler of the city.
My character doesn't know how to walk the line.
True. True.
All right.
But anyway, so alright, so Caleb has an invitation, and Amon has an invitation, and Freedom has an invitation.
Guess that leaves Barry and me. Would you have voiced your idea out loud, Barry, for like trying to purchase the invitation from
Yeah.
All right, then I like that idea and seeing, how you were able to talk to the people in the tenements before, like how you refused their money and you kind of got on their side. I'm gonna follow you around, just see if I can kind of like mooch off you.
All right. Barry will try to find a ticket for sale from
Why don't you
someone
give me
that's
diplomacies to gather
from
information of any
from
sellers?
someone that's in need though. Like he's not going for
Alright.
like people that already have money
Sure.
that just don't want to go. He's looking for like more of the poorer neighborhoods.
Mm-hmm.
How
Like
about
either
you,
in a...
Barry? You got a diplomacy or
Ooh,
some other kind of
nice.
charisma check? That's pretty good.
A modified 30. I assumed I was just assisting you, but I rolled okay, so I
You did
might...
assist him.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys managed to find someone who is willing to sell their invitations.
Cool.
What are
And
they
I'll
asking for it?
They're asking 100 gold pieces each invitation.
100 gold pizzas.
Barry gives them 400.
Pizza.
Oh damn.
They say that is a lot and that they were asking a lot, but that's too much.
He
They will take your 200.
All right.
Nobody expects the reverse haggle.
Pretty much.
Now, was that for just one invitation?
For both,
That was two.
it's 100 per. 100 per. I was
Okay.
basically just doubling it.
Alrighty. I'd pay you back, but I don't have
And I
the
mean,
money for the
200
parcel
gold
yet.
pieces is a lot.
Oh, I know it is. I know. All right, but yeah, he's fine. Barry's good with covering. I mean, he was just gonna give away 200, so.
Okay.
Merci, petit bé.
So
Oh,
all 5 of
Bar-
you now have invitations. Now, to further complicate things, do you want any of your, like, specific named members of the rebellion to attend?
No.
Would there be any benefits, possibly, for us doing this?
Hey, maybe. We don't know
Maybe.
what's going to happen.
Because I'm thinking that it might be good to have, some more people there, particularly those who are very eloquent and good at talking, so that we could, canvas the floor better and get more information.
I mean, it could also be useful to have combat people there if, it turns out it's actually some
Right.
Yeah,
reason for some,
Barry will try to secure another ticket for Kane.
like if they're having like if it ends up being one of those things where he's trying to like capture people, or I don't know, there could be a conflict that happens there. We don't know for sure what's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't want Sam to come.
Right. He gets to stay in the
Okay.
forge like a good smithy. I would, if we're talking about, people to show up, I would say maybe head him on. He seems pretty competent, and I think he's like a bard, right?
I know who should come with us. Invisibly, of course.
Ooh. Mm-hmm.
Shit, I forgot
Your
his name
little prairie
already.
dragon.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Starts with a B.
I invite
Vandalfic.
him.
Vendelfic.
He's
There we go.
welcome to play pranks on the food and whatever.
Okay.
If he wants to
As
come.
long as
Stay
it's
out of
not
danger
us.
though.
No, he already wants to come. It doesn't matter what you invite him for.
Yeah, so Barry secures another ticket for Kane.
All right, how are you gonna get this
Okay.
one?
Same way. He'll try to I guess he'll ask the two people that he bought the tickets from if they know of anybody else that is selling tickets or selling the
As it gets
tickets.
closer to the day of, the tickets are becoming more difficult to find, and they don't have any more to sell you.
They don't know anybody that does.
No.
All right.
However, seeing that Kane does have experience with like subterfuge, your team of saboteurs, they have been working to try and find some way that they could sabotage the opera house,
Mm-hmm.
and they're telling you that thanks to the information given to them by or gained by the Fushi sisters, which they will also be giving you guys, they say that they'll be able to place someone undercover as a contact within the Ruby within the opera house, and that if you want, it could be Kane.
Yeah, that works.
Okay, yeah.
That works.
Yeah, the Throom probably still thinks he's dead, so it's perfect.
Yep.
Wait, does Thrun know Kane's dead?
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know
Oh.
if he's been.
Well,
presumably,
not.
yeah, presumably Nox would
That's
have
the
said,
one
like,
person we haven't seen since we
yep,
fought her.
I'm
Yeah.
waiting for it.
She teleports right behind you. I'm here! All you had to do was ask!
Omae wa mo shinderu.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Or nothing personal, kid.
Yep.
But then I'll disappear and there'd just be a log there after a puff of smoke. And then I'll appear behind her.
And then she'll peer behind you with a puff of smoke.
Oh, Jesus. And then I'll peer behind him because I have a puff of smoke.
Just, it's all smoke all the way down.
Yeah, everybody get a
Yep.
smoke
All right,
stick ready.
It's smoke
Let's
all
go.
the way down, yeah. Cat!
Yeah. Yeah. Do you want it?
Oh, no,
you
I
can
wasn't.
have it.
Oh, I wish we are not
It
yet
eats a
ready to
lot.
have an animal in this house.
That's all it does is eat, so...
It's because they have
Oh.
so many animals around the house.
Oh,
Yeah.
country, yeah.
You gotta worry about coyotes.
Yeah.
Yep. Them dang coyotes.
Well, cats are generally
Just
fine
laughing.
against coyotes. I lived out in the wild and we had cats and none of
Coyotes
them died to
actually
coyote.
sound like drunk idiots laughing in the
They
orchards.
do!
Yeah.
I
It's
agree.
dogs that you gotta watch out around coyotes.
Yeah, dogs are dumb.
It's the call of the wild.
No, we had chickens,
Like,
so we had to
in the-
defend the chickens constantly.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
I mean, for the most part, they couldn't get to them, but there's been a day or two.
I gotta prepare what spells I want to bring to for.
Oh yeah.
Kane.
Is it the day of? I guess.
Kane.
Yeah,
Probably not yet, but I'm still I'm deciding on
Kane
what spells I'm
also
gonna bring.
continues the work on his bow that Kane's also
Okay.
continuing his work on his bow that he was doing beforehand, of making it like a melee bow too. So like putting the like making it to where you can punch with it or have a dagger attached
Oh,
to it or something
cool.
like that. And then
Okay.
he might go to Sam to get like ideas on how to like attach it and stuff like that.
I need to go to my
That
mom
sounds
and
cool.
figure out how to conceal a weapon.
Yeah.
Do we
She's
want
pretty
to
good
sell
at that.
Yeah. Do we want to sell that ring?
It
of
really helped
protection
her
plus one?
when she did get kidnapped by bandits.
Yeah?
Yeah, yeah. She tells you all about that. How she did have to like live with them for a bit until she managed to make her escape.
You could give
And
that
she,
ring of protection +1 to Kane since he's gonna be there. I'd rather have at least
Go for
have
it.
him protection and then we could sell
Yeah,
it. Yeah, afterwards.
that works for me. Hey, maybe Barry can take leadership too and get Kane as a follower.
Yeah,
so wait,
I was thinking about it.
I assume we're not permitted weapons in this place, like openly carrying weapons
Usually they're fine with weapons.
No armor either.
to the ball.
I don't know about that.
Maybe.
They've been fine with weapons everywhere else, right?
Well, yeah, but this
I
is
don't
a
think they let
formal
them at
event.
the spider dinner. I could be misremembering. GM, what are the rules for attire and weapons and armor?
So, as far as armor goes, a suit of armor that has at least, you have to spend money in adornments to make it appropriate.
Okay.
And you can kind of consider it like basically kind of like an outfit of its own. But a heavy armor is always considered appropriate.
Sorry, inappropriate or appropriate?
Heavy armor is always considered inappropriate.
Ah, I was hoping it would be appropriate because it's like a lot of times the heavy armor is very decorated for the person.
Nah, they
And,
can't
you know,
shoot
like
you with their
size to fit them
guns
it's, like,
if you're
full
wearing
plate.
heavy armor.
So I have this +2 mithril changer. Is that nice enough, or do I need to get it like extra decorated?
You would have to adorn it, yes.
Okay, I will go to either Sam or some random blacksmith. The blacksmith I was staying with, maybe get it adorned.
Yep. How much are you going to spend on adornments?
How much do I think would be expected? Like, are we talking like 10 gold? Are we talking
100
like
gold
100 gold?
pieces would be considered exceptional.
Sure. Let's go with not quite exceptional. Let's go with 75 gold piece.
Okay.
It's a pretty fancy.
Is there a section for armor in the party sheet?
And what about
I
weapons?
mean, not party sheet. Excuse me.
A
As
section
far as
for armor and
weapons?
where? Are weapons permitted at the ball?
Let me see. Okay, so as far as weapons go, certain one-handed weapons like rapiers are permitted, especially if they're
Fancy.
if they're fancy or like kind of like ornamental. Rapiers are rapiers and short swords and like scimitars and stuff like that are very often like be jeweled and stuff like that, and can be like status symbols of status.
But not
Things like
like a weapon of
quarterstaffs can
war.
be passed off as walking sticks. Yeah, two-handed weapons, especially heavy bladed ones, are going to be an issue.
Okay, I still
And
have
of course, anything that
Octavia's
you can
mom's
conceal
mithril
is good.
short sword.
You know what my
Yeah.
my option is
That should
for a
work.
weapon is the spell Force Sword.
Don't
That's
make us
also good.
fight at the ball, because I don't want to have to set up attacks for this short sword.
There's gonna be a fight.
Yeah, to that I would say you dumb
Okay,
bastard.
so I need to figure out how to conceal my scythe as a walking stick and make it like a switch scythe. So
Good
I will
luck.
talk to Mom about
could-
that.
You could maybe detach the blade or make it a detachable blade where it like slides in or something, or has a lock pin.
Yeah, I mean that's what a switch scythe is. Basically.
Yeah,
Well-
we might be able to find a spell too.
I mean, that implies that you just press a button.
Yeah.
Get a transformative
like that.
weapon.
I don't know if we have like enough time to really put like a transformative enchantment on it though.
Yeah, yeah. Where do you add the armor that you are wearing in the sheet?
On the combat something tab, isn't it? Yeah, combat tab. There's
Okay, and then you just
armor
type in what you're
box,
wearing in
yep.
inventory. Okay.
Yeah, if you want to put it in your inventory of what you have, sure.
Okay,
The modifier that matters is in the combat tab.
gotcha. And Matt, you said that the armor,
The what now?
it has to be, if it has like 100 GP worth of adornments, it's considered the armor that you're wearing to the ball.
100
it has to
GP
have
would
100
make it
GP worth of
exceptional.
adornments in order to be
It doesn't
considered
have
exceptional.
to.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if you want it to be
Gotcha.
exceptional at 100 GP, at least would do that. You
So
can make
I don't
do
want to
with
stand
less.
out that much. That's why I did 75.
Okay. All right,
Okay, so I'm also
go
going to
with
give you
50.
guys what'll probably take up the rest of the session, unless you guys are
Uh-oh.
fine without asking very many questions. So the Fushi sisters report back to you guys that they've, over the past like week and a half or something that you guys have been away, they've made really good progress with scouting out the opera house. They've infiltrated it,
Woo, nice.
and they're mapping it out.
Very
And they
good.
present to you what they have mapped out.
Okay.
Now we can make plans.
It's just like a child's drawing of like a circle with some lines scribbled on it.
So these are the first and second floors of the opera house. If you want to know what the room is, then you'll have to ask me for that information.
Oh, I mean, I don't think we have any direction to be nitpicking
There's
that
a
right
stage,
now.
there's some stairs and rooms.
I really wish
whatever.
I could just write like simple things here, like I could with Roll20, but I can't.
Yeah, that's one thing that Roll20 does do better, I think, is it lets you like their drawing tools are a lot better than Fantasy Grounds.
like
Well, I mean, you
if
can
I could
in
like
Unity,
put like a pointer
just
here or
not in
something.
this. Yeah. I mean, you can just use a toker.
Exception
tokens.
being, I
Like
love
what I do.
I love Fantasy Grounds little like what is it, like the pointers that they have, like being able to just be like, here's a
Measurements, yeah.
cone.
Oh boy,
I like that. That stuff's pretty good.
I can't name this though.
No. Yeah. No. Okay, well, I mean, like I said, we don't really have any direction to be like nitpicking that, but did they identify anything that might have like stood out and thought maybe we should take a look at it?
There are several things that they want to point out to you. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, that's a good
So
start.
they're able to give you the layout, the layout of the opera house, which is the first floor right here, the second floor, as well as the third floor, which I will share here. Okay, they also give you... Let's see, is this part of... It says... H. Where's H? Oh, really? Okay. They also give you information on the basement area of the opera house.
Oh, okay. Wow. It's big.
It's got the evil smiley face all the way down.
So what they also tell you is that they've found out that there are hidden stashes of healing supplies in the boardroom, the archives, and the vault. So that is... Let me see.
Do you have a token we can
I'll have to
use
draw
for
like a
healing
pointer
supplies?
there.
Like, tokens. Yeah.
Let's see. That room... Let's see, which one is F6? Okay, yeah, F6 is on the third floor. Alright, I see it. This one. And then this is gonna be... G12. Which is... Okay, I see it. Okay, so the rooms with the pointers pointing towards them, those are where they've found hidden stashes of healing items.
Okay. Cool. That could be handy.
They've also learned that there seems to be additional chambers hidden below the basement that are accessible via the under basically the under portion where the map labeled Kintargo Opera House 3, that's kind of like the basement. They say that they think there are additional underground chambers here, but they weren't able to find them.
Okay. Noted. Because we are going to be looking for the diva. And we're going to be going top to bottom, I guess. Speaking of, did you see people? Like, where, like, is Thrune actually living in there? And where does he hang out the most?
So
They didn't see Thrune on any of their excursions there, but they have they have seen like soldiers and guards. But they've also seen lots of like workers that are setting up this masquerade ball.
so Zadurim, I can just take your scythe in my handy haversack. And if you
Pretty
need it.
quiet all of a sudden.
Yeah, that works.
Like,
Wait, can it fit though? I thought handy haversacks had like a pretty tight space.
I mean, they're smaller than
Like-
a normal bag of holding, but I think they can
Like
fit.
with height,
Let me
length
check.
constraint. I thought maybe it's like 2 meters or something, so it might fit. I don't know.
Let me
Slides are
read.
pretty long.
So I will not be bringing my armor or my shield.
But maybe you could fit a sword in there anyways. That might work.
I will not be bringing my
Well,
sword
will you
either.
be?
Yeah. I guess it
So
is
you're
like 2
are you
cubic
not
feet.
gonna bring it, or are you just not gonna wear it?
I'm not gonna bring it.
So yeah, scythe probably is too big.
Sorry,
Okay.
Pruitt, you said 2 feet?
I
Yeah,
mean,
2 cubic feet. So yeah, it's probably
if they think they can stuff a handy
Well, 2
haversack
cubic
with
feet
stuff
is
and bring
less
that
than
in,
2
I think
feet
then-
in
they're-
each direction.
I think they're trying to figure
Right.
out what you guys can
That's pretty small.
bring, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
concealed
I
or
probably
hidden.
can't.
Yeah. But what I
Yeah.
am going
Mom,
to do
help
is
me.
bring a spell called
Uh,
Blessed Fist, which
Oh,
is
that's
going
a
to
fun
allow
one.
me to do unarmed attacks and stuff. If it comes down to it.
Wait,
How many
where's
days
DM
do we
of
have
the
when we
rings?
get back
That
to
sounds fun.
Cargo?
on the
It's a
way
walking
on the way
stick.
that Kane's getting
It's like
into
2 days.
the opera house, is he like just getting planted in there, or is he like sneaking in? Like,
So the
Uh,
the Fushi, sorry, not the Fushi sisters, the Asasazi scouts, they're going to plant you in there, and your undercover like guise is you're going to be one of the guards.
waiters. Oh, okay. Because I was thinking like when they do like we can have the sushi, so since the sushi sisters, one of their things is like planning gear, we can have them go back in and set up, like put all of our gear in a spot that we could run to and collect before, like have them hide it somewhere. And because don't they set up stashes? Doesn't one of our
They
teams,
could set
like,
up a cache, yes.
yeah, and that way we can at least grab like our weapons or like a shield or something.
That's true. They could like kind of like these healing caches. You have something set up where like you put some of the weapons that you're not gonna be able to smuggle in otherwise. And if we need to, it's like we just need to get to there, and I can get my good weapon.
Yep. Barry will be wearing his armor since it's light armor, and it kind of correlates. It's shadow armor, so go with his outfit.
So for the party, as far as like schmoozing people go, is anybody going to be taking the point on that? Because I have several extracts that can just make one person like the golden god of like talking to people.
Up to you
Or we
guys, I
could
guess.
spread it out between 2 people. I was thinking like perhaps between Amon and Freedom.
Yeah, up to you guys, whoever you want to give those to.
Okay.
You could just wait to give them, like just have them on hand.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I can bring a spell called Instant Armor. Let's see, what's better, Mage Armor or the...
Matt, am I able to talk to my mom and get like some quick rig set up for my scythe to become hiddenable, hideable? It's a walking stick.
I don't think you'll be able to get that done in the amount of time you have.
Can I ask my mom to just borrow her? Wait, she doesn't have it. Does she have a switch scythe? What'd she have? She had like a
No,
flamethrower, right?
it's her. She has a
The
whatchamacallit.
Terminator shotgun. The 1887
Yeah, she has something like
flip
a
lever.
a dragon. She has like a dragon's breath, like hand cannon.
Yeah, I feel like it's not really my style. I will figure out a way to smuggle in the scythe. Because I don't want to update my sheet to have different weapons.
That's still a
You
good
probably
idea.
should.
What, to smuggle or to update my sheet?
Both.
Update your sheet. It takes
I
like
think
2
mage armor is
seconds.
gonna be probably better. Yeah.
No, it doesn't, because I have to power attack
Alrighty.
with a non-two-handed weapon. And I have study things,
Hey,
right?
this is
Yeah.
your motivation to yeah, do the thing
I'll
with the
take
scythe.
Octavio's mom's sword, I guess. I'm sure it looks plenty fancy because it's like an ornamental sword, I think.
And this is the one time that I'm glad I'm a caster. I am the weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, being a monk right
Which
now would also
bag of
be
holdings are
pretty cool.
expensive, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they're 2,000.
I buy a
I'm
bag of
playing,
holding. Problem solved. Nailed it.
I'm playing a monk
Yeah, you could do that.
in our
I
Saturday
spend
game.
my 2,000 gold. I only have 800 left.
All right.
It's
That
very
could-
nice
that
being
could
able
actually-
to.
Yeah, you can fit everybody's shit now.
Bag of holding type 1. Sure.
If I was a level 6 cleric, we could always just do the treasure stitching. I've used that before.
Yeah.
Where you lay your stuff onto like a carpet, and then it becomes embroidered into the like carpet, and all you gotta do is carry that and then unfurl it, and you can grab the weapon off the carpet.
Yeah.
Okay, so into the belt. Or into the bag. We put alchemical silver dagger. The bow, some arrows. I have blunt arrows. The scythe.
It is a party. Gotta bring those blunt arrows.
Oh wait, I have 1 arrow's blunt and 120 blunt arrows. I assume the 1 arrow's blunt is actually like a pack of blunt arrows, not a singular arrow. In either
Yeah,
case, I make sure I have 40 arrows.
I think you got those blind arrows from Kane when he
That's
died.
right, I did. I actually
Yeah,
got 20 on my own, and then Kane died, and I got his.
because he when he died, he had blind arrows on him.
Alright, what do you guys want me to put in this thing? Keep it on your sheet, but just so I know I'm not like putting
I
too
don't have
much
anything
stuff
I
in
need
here.
in there.
Yeah, I don't have anything. Maybe Freedom can put like her shield or something in there. That way, if she wants her shield, or he wants his shield
I'm sorry, what?
and weapon. Caleb bought a bag of holding, so you can put your
I can put your
gear
stuff in it
into
if you want.
Did you bedazzle it?
Well, no, it's just the bag of holding.
no.
Yeah, I might have.
Yeah, like
I
you think
didn't get it
you're just
bedazzled.
gonna walk in with that bag of holding, looking as
The
crude as
giant
it looks?
backpack on. Yeah.
Well, it was gonna be underneath my shirt, but
What the
I
fuck?
mean,
mean, they're
it's a
really
magical
bulky if you
item.
read-
It looks nice, right?
I mean, it looks like a bag, a 25-pound bag.
It's probably embroidered.
It's only 15 pounds. It's a type 1.
Oh,
Embroidered with bedazzling that
Oh,
says
this
bag of
thing
holding.
costs 2,500, not 2,000.
Yeah.
So I only have 300.
Sam
left,
quickly
actually.
grabs it from you and starts bedazzling it. This will not do.
Sorry.
I'll let
Alright.
Sam bedazzle it, as long as it's with red gems.
Ugh,
or
fine.
what appear to
And
be red gems.
Also,
very
lastly, Amon, someone you gained the support of was gonna give you information about Thrune and stuff like
That's
that.
right. The what's his name? The dad of fuck, I have his name written somewhere.
Of the poison.
But yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Marku.
So yeah, I guess when I get back at some point before this, I want to go see if he's willing to give me that information now.
He does have some information for you, and he actually has information by way of another
It's
character.
Count Oxus, right? By way
Yeah,
of another
Oxus
character.
Alorian.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Because as you go to meet with him, someone else is there.
All right.
Uh-oh. Ah.
So he actually leaves the information dealing to her and takes his leave.
Okay.
But she says that she actually wanted to seek you out personally, or at least the members of your organization, but she happened to get picked up by Oxus because they both know people in Thrune's employ.
Yeah.
And she also tells you that unfortunately, like, I myself technically am working for Thrune.
Okay. I mean,
But things have changed.
like,
I've come to know a lot of information about you guys and your rebellion.
yeah. Okay. Does that
And
mean
I
Thrune knows
know
it as
a lot
well?
of the things you guys have done. He knows a lot.
I'm sure.
I haven't told him everything.
Okay. Well, that's some small comfort, I guess.
But she tells you to not attend.
Okay. Why is that? What's he planning?
I suspect that Thrune has set up some sort of trap.
Me too.
See, here's the thing, is that I think not attending is actually a trap of a political nature. I don't think not attending is an option.
She sees what you're saying, and she says that I think that there's a lot of good that you guys can do for Kintargo, but this might be the edge of what I think you guys are at an edge here. Um, I don't think you guys heard in any capacity about it, but Thrune was not happy about the Minotaur Gap being sealed.
Ha.
Perfect.
Yeah, I don't suppose he
I
would
think
be.
that was the tipping point.
But we knew going into this that, he wasn't going to be happy with the stuff we were doing.
At
But
any rate, I think my time delivering information with Thrun is coming to an end here, since he expects that this is going to be how he deals with you. So yeah,
well, like I said, we're gonna have to go there regardless.
Why don't we go there now?
If you want to, if you do think we have good we can do to Cantargo and you want us to survive, then you should tell us anything you can about what you know about what's going to happen there, so that we can survive whatever he throws at us.
I mean,
I wish I knew more, but right now all I have is that there's some kind of trap set up.
is it
Not like a
possible to
mechanical trap.
infiltrate the place? Like, I don't know.
Well, we already have a little bit.
Right, but
That's
like
why we know.
again, and maybe look for traps. I don't know. And remove them.
No,
I
no, she's
don't-
not talking about like actual like rogue disarming traps. She's talking about it being like, you know, you're gonna spring
He's
out
gonna have
bunch
a
of
shit ton of people or
goons.
something like
He's
that.
gonna pull out
yeah.
a goon squad on us or something. Yeah.
I guess.
I'll tell you this though, and it's not exactly information about the Ruby Masquerade, but do you remember meeting with Barzilai some weeks ago?
Yeah, I remember that he tried to gift the Silver Ravens some like headbands or something.
Yeah, did you notice
Service.
anything off?
What about them and them specifically? No, but I distrusted him, and I personally didn't take any of them. But I know
Oh no,
that
not
my
not the gifts. The gifts are irrelevant. I meant about Thrun.
About Thrun, he was being nice.
No, he was fatigued. He looked like he had aged. Very picked up on it. He
Mhm.
was like
That's right.
like he looked like older and like more worn out and stuff like that. Like
Yeah,
something was affecting
but I guess
him.
like Amon wouldn't really think that there was anything strange about it, so he would say not really.
She says that I've spoken to him since then, like personally, while I was information trading and gathering, and he did something that affected his own like personal health, and for a while he was like laying low.
Like he made a deal with a demon.
But I haven't seen him since the beginning of this week, which is a little bit unusual.
Well, I wouldn't know, I guess, about what's unusual and not with Thrun, but I'm not really sure what to make of that.
I don't know either, but I think that's as much helpful information as I can give you. I'm not trying to hide anything anymore.
She's forgotten what she's fighting for.
But if there's nothing else I can tell you that'll help, then I'll try and help as much as I can. During the remasquerade, look for someone with an Imperial Dragon mask.
Okay.
I
I
doubt
will.
anyone else will have something of that make.
Yeah, it does sound kind of exotic. Okay, I'll let the Silver Ravens know.
All right. She shakes your hand and will part ways
Yeah.
with you there.
I'll tell her I'm not gonna be wearing this mask there, but I'm sure we'll see each other there.
Was this the news reporter lady who gave that hint?
Yes,
Okay.
because Count Oxus, I guess, somehow had contact with her.
Yeah, and it seems
Weird.
that Thrun was her quote-unquote mysterious benefactor.
Yeah, so it's actually a good thing in that if that's the case, if she was working for him, that we didn't like try to like I don't know, use her as a point of contact or anything. Because yeah, if she
And
was
we
working for
definitely gave
Thrun,
her the cold
we
shoulder.
kind of yeah, we kind of gave her the cold shoulder, and it seems like we were maybe right to do so.
We negged her
Yeah,
onto
something
our
about her
side.
just was she was trying like too hard to get in with us, you know.
All right. Yeah, I'll let everyone else know about that. Like, okay, so yeah, the plan for making sure we're prepared for something to go like south quickly is yeah, definitely do that. Definitely, Caleb, definitely try to get your site then if you can, because it sounds like it could end up being very necessary.
Fun is the word you're looking for.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'll mention as well that you know, what's her name said that was trying to warn us from going entirely.
Unfortunately, we have to go. Especially if
That's what I
that's the
told her too.
case.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be hard pressed to find me not attending.
It's just others might get harmed and we won't be there to protect them. Knowing that something's gonna happen, I need to be present.
That is actually something that crossed my mind as well. Although I'm not really 100% sure. I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure. Like we don't have any of our rebellions directly, but I guess it's possible that, you know, that a lot of the could skew more towards our own supporters or whatnot. It could be Thrun has gotten to the point where you know, he feels like all of Kintargo is more on our side and wants to make an example. I don't actually know. But we should be ready and we should expect that the the other people at this ball might be sort of a liability for us, something that we have to like an issue that we have to solve, that we have to protect them somehow. It's very possible that they end up you know, that Thrun
Oh,
is
we can get there early and just
willing to
rob
sacrifice them as
everybody's
collateral.
ticket when they arrive. Then they can't go.
Stop anyone else from showing up. We're just like we just like go and show up as the only people there. Like, yep, sorry, Thrun, this party ain't happening.
Oh, it's happening. Just with
Funny.
us.
It's happening. It's just only us. Yeah.
Okay. So I think that's all the prep that needs to be done.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had our teams do a lot of the heavy lifting. That was nice.
I also
So
wrapped in a
I
couple scrolls.
can. Yeah, if you guys want to use these days to do anything like crafting,
We
like
had like
short-term crafting,
we had
you
like
can do
2 days,
that. But
so
I'm
yeah,
gonna
I figured
push, yeah, the time to the day of the masquerade, and the masquerade
Okay.
starts at 9 p.m. So right before curfew. Or sorry, 9
How do we
p.m.
know when is 9 p.m.?
Uh, You'll know.
Moon dial.
Okay.
I mean, they might have like
Do
some sort of
wizards
gear-based
know how to
clock
tell
tower.
time?
People know how to tell time.
I always tell by the sun, but I don't know what the numbers mean. It's day, it's
There's
Just
this
because
thing
you're
called
not
math.
educated doesn't mean others aren't.
Well, I'm
There's,
trying to
there's-
get educated, as you say.
Edumacated.
I think like rudimentary clocks do exist. Like there is clockwork in
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
in the game.
There was one in Artrosia that was a really fancy clock.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yep, there was
Well, that was a water
clock
clock,
tower.
to be fair.
There was a clock
Though.
tower
Water
that
clocks
you
are
Well, there's our clockwork buddy.
in Rise of the Rune Lords that you have to try to climb up and they try to drop bells on you.
That
When you
is
see
true.
that
Okay,
clock
fair
tower.
enough. Me, the
if
farmer,
anything,
don't know about no clocks. That's all I'm saying.
Laria probably has a clock somewhere within the coffee house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it's just expected that anyone who's invited to this party has one of these clock things.
I mean, they'll probably be able to
There's
tell
a tell
roughly
time.
by they'll be able to tell roughly by the fact that it's close to like curfew. The sun will be
A
setting.
bell
or,
probably
like,
tolls
that's
at some
already set.
point in the day, and people are like, okay, 2 hours from now, blah, blah,
okay.
blah.
That's what those bells mean? I thought it just meant like there was a situation.
Church is in! No. City bells are
I thought those were
usually...
from the guards. Those bells mean time?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Caleb is learning.
And we know he knows how to count because, like, counting's at least something.
Yeah, but he can't read.
He can't read, but he can count.
Yeah.
I have cure potions.
I grabbed one of the cure potions.
Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I have 2 light and 2 moderates. So like
I'll grab that other dust of appearance because I have
here,
seen
I'll
visibility.
grab 1 serious. There, I have a serious now.
I'd say Amon should probably have like maybe another cure serious or another cure moderate, because besides he and Caleb, everyone else has healing abilities.
I already took a bunch, way more than you
would
guys
I be
did,
hurt right
because
now, Matt?
nobody was taking them,
No.
so I just kept taking them. But yeah,
Okay.
Caleb should probably take the rest of the cures so that we don't have to cure you.
I have 2 lights
Take
and
them
2
all.
moderates and a serious.
Take the rest.
Alright, whatever.
You got a
hand
nice
them out
bag
as
of
a
holding to
hug.
put them in now.
Well, I'm actually keeping one of each, like in my belt pouch, not in the bag. So it's
He
like
can get
probably
to
a
it
move
easier.
action to pull it out, not a standard action. But yeah, the extras I'll put in the bag.
Buy or my handy haversack because it's still.
Like I have a
just
few other
action.
potions that I keep kind of handy, like Lesser Restoration, which is a great potion for combat.
Yeah, it's one of the only ways to get lesser restoration off in combat. Because you can't really cast it. But potion,
So that
sure.
one's definitely at the
No
ready.
problem.
I'm gonna keep pretty much all of my slots open, just so I know if we're gonna be wanting to get into combat or if we're gonna be wanting the social extracts.
But yeah, when you see Caleb when he's ready to go to the ball, he looks so different because he's in like the fancy clothes, but he also has no weapons on his person. It's just
Oh my
very
God,
Yeah,
he
it's
naked.
fancy, right?
Yeah. So I don't know if we're going into
So I'm gonna
that, but
have you carry my shield and my Morning Star.
sure, they're in the bag. Keep them on your sheet.
Yeah. And then if I can have a mage armor put on me whenever we
Yeah.
need to, that because I'm not gonna take my armor because it'll take too long
I actually
to put
don't
it
have
on and
mage
off and
armor.
stuff.
I do. I learned it for
But
this
I
occasion.
yeah, I could probably buy a scroll of it and learn it, I suppose.
And then, if combat breaks out initially, I have some things I can do, but eventually I want to get the weapon. But I can go without it for a bit.
I'll put mage armor on Amon as well.
The level 1 spells that I'm casting before going in are Ant Hall and False Face. And I might cast Heroism as well. Since that'll last for like... If I use the Extend Rod, it can last for 3 hours, so...
Let's see. Caleb, you said you were spending extra money on your armor?
I spent 75 gold to make my armor fancy, my mithril chain shirt.
Okay. And let me see. I know Freedom's wearing like 200 gold worth of silks and stuff.
Caleb cleans up good, guys.
What was your mask of choice, Freedom?
It was the two-faced. One side happy, one side sad.
Oh, okay.
The sad side was red.
And how much is the mask worth?
Oh, it's bejeweled, so 100 gold.
100? Okay.
I'm gonna outshine everybody. Literally.
And let me see. Who else am I?
It's gonna get all stolen from us. Just that's why he's taking note.
Did I get a Mon's outfit?
I think so.
Yeah.
I can give it to you again if you need it, though.
I'm looking through the chat. I don't see if you wrote it down.
Oh, I don't know if
Mouse
I wrote
mask?
it down, but I said what it was. It's a mouse mask.
Sorry, can you repeat again? Okay, the mouse mask. And how much is the mask worth?
It's like 100 gold pieces. It's a
Okay.
very
And
ornate
what about
mask.
your outfit?
The outfit was originally it was the 100 GP like outfit that I had from Fire, but then I had Leon's tailor add like roses and things to it basically. So kind
Okay.
of lean into like a Milani theme.
His name is Makeway.
Yeah, I
Make
don't remember
way.
his name.
Makeway makes waves.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess we're gonna go ahead and move to the Ruby Masquerade.
Well,
Ma-na-na-na.
I'm assuming you guys arrive at 9 p.m. then?
fashionably
No,
late,
fashionably
preferably.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, like 5 minutes.
15 minutes late.
I'd say 15
15?
for
Okay.
a party of this
Maybe that's what
size.
you guys do. I show up early.
Oh god.
I'm very
I guess
punctual.
we're
I show
showing
up
up
15
separate-
minutes late because
I show up 5 minutes early.
yeah, I took my
I wait
lesson from
outside.
Freedom.
I wait in line.
Waiting for your iPhone. They'll open the doors any minute.
Yeah, I'm doing that
Amon
just to
loves
get into
to
the
queue.
party. Yeah.
Well then, you, like the other guests, enter the Opera House through the front. Now, don't be alarmed. I'm putting you guys on a map because it's so fucking huge, and you guys will need to utilize this in telling me where you're going.
I'm alarmed. Oh my god, combat!
Must destroy.
Must smite!
I'm gonna have heroism up as well.
I hate how small the tokens are, though. Ugh.
Well, I
Well,
mean,
I
I
wish I
just
could
zoom
turn off the
in.
buffs. Yeah, but like
Oh, you
you
can.
can barely see your guys' things. How would I do that?
So in settings under token,
Okay.
show enemy effects. It says icons. Switch it to like hover over. That's what I do. So you guys have to hover your mouse over to pop up. And then change the health status. I mean, you can leave the dot there if you want, but you can also change that to hover over.
Wait, what option is it? Player what?
In token, so in options, scroll down to the token
Yeah.
section, and then
Yeah,
it
I'm on
says
tokens.
player show enemy effects
Oops.
or and ally health. So player show ally effects, ally health, enemy effects, and enemy health.
Off.
I wouldn't turn them off. I would just do like hover over. Or I
Mark
think it's
hover?
tooltip. It might
Or
be
icons
tooltip.
hover?
Yeah, icons hover works fine.
I'll do icons hover. Okay, so if I... Will it change it?
And then do that to the health as well. So now, if we want to see it, we just gotta hover our cursor over it, and it'll show us. There you go. Yeah. Ta-da!
What? How are you seeing stuff? Because I don't see anything.
On your tokens, the icon and the health thing was like consuming most of the token, and he wants
Okay.
to see
I mean, I
our
don't
pretty
even see the
faces.
tokens.
Oh, Kintargo Opera House 1. We're down at the door,
Say, what
like
map
at
are
the
we looking
very,
at?
very bottom.
We're looking at Opera House 1.
Oh, okay,
I
it's
had
because I had to scroll the
3
map
and
down.
2 in front of it.
I was like, damn.
Okay.
Y'all
Okay,
decent or
that'll work
something,
better
I
then.
guess.
There's too many. Can I close maps 2 and 3? Will you open them when we need them?
Yeah, actually I'm gonna end session soon. I'm just doing this, guys, for you so we can get started next
Sure.
week on this. But you guys show up,
Okay.
and I'm assuming that you guys
Oh
show
man,
your
Jeff's
invitations,
with
right?
us. What's Jeff's
Yeah.
outfit?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff's.
How do you...
Oh, he's dressed the
Wait,
same
wait.
way as he always is.
We
Oh
got
no!
here at different times, though, so why are we all here right now?
Just shut
Well,
up and
Leon's parents
listen.
told me that he was gonna be going over here at this time.
Oh no!
Like,
I
I
think
show
I
up
got-
late. I'm not here when Jeff is here.
Sure, well, I got here before you guys, so whatever. But
Regardless, we arrived. Jeff's here. Okay, and then
Oh,
what?
I don't
wait
want
in
to deal
line.
with Jeff. You guys can deal with Jeff.
Are you ready to
It's
crash this
fine.
party,
Jeff will
Jeff?
rob the place. He'll have all the shit when we come out. It'll be good.
Yeah, he and I are totally gonna
So,
crash this
you guys
party.
present your invitations, correct?
Mhm.
yes,
Okay. You present your invitations. The guards posted at the Opera House entrance, they are also wearing pretty fine clothes, but they do have on their armor and their weapons sheathed at their sides. And you notice that the guards are wearing bright ruby red smiling faces.
Huh.
Both of them are.
like for their masks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like very recognizable.
What do you mean? Like it looks like a specific mask?
They're
Like,
identical.
like oh, that's
They're identical masks, yeah.
oh,
They're
gotcha.
smiling.
It's part of a uniform. That's
Yep.
fair.
The guards are wearing fine chainmail, red tabards, and dramatic smiling porcelain masks.
Sort of
Ugh.
like the one Freedom has on the smiling side.
Yeah. Or,
Yeah, but
well,
less.
sad side.
Im-
The sad side's red.
Yeah. No names are written down or announced as they take your invitations. and they inform you that refreshments may be found in the low seating and the assembly room, and that dancing on stage shall continue throughout the event. They also
Freedom to
inform
dance
you
on stage.
that you may pay any offerings you wish to the host in the prince's parlor on the 3rd floor.
Oh, so
Or,
we're
sorry,
allowed
2nd
to
floor.
roam.
That's where we go to steal
Yep.
things.
The 1st, 2nd, and 3rd floors are open to the public. Some rooms will be marked specifically as restricted. Otherwise, you may mingle and enjoy where you like.
Okay.
There are 2 events scheduled for the evening. Barzillai himself shall lead everyone in attendance in the Dance of the Damned at 10 p.m. and during the unmasking ceremony at midnight. The Lord Mayor plans on addressing everyone with news regarding Kintargo's future.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounds bad.
Alright, so you guys make your way in. Except for Jeff. They do stop him, and they ask for an invitation. And he flashes his badge, and he says that he is an official inspector. And they look at him and deny him and give him a push. And he brushes himself off, and he looks to you guys and says, I will be extra fashionably late.
Okay, see you at the
Wait,
party, Jeff.
does it do what I told him?
What?
I
Nope, he
told him
doesn't.
that if he has trouble getting in, to say that he's a Silver Raven. Does he do that or not?
He does
forgot.
not.
Ah.
Remember, he said, I'm not really much of a silver raven. I'm more like a tannish bear.
Yeah, but I was still
Yeah.
hoping that he would try it if he couldn't get in.
He doesn't
I'll
even have
tell
a mask.
Jeff.
Yeah, he doesn't even have a mask. I'm just saying, like, he's completely
Or maybe his
like,
mask is so good you can't even tell.
oh, maybe.
I'll tell Jeff that as a
I'm
party
not
will
upset,
not be
but
as
I'm
lively
guessing he'll
without
be in
your
there anyways.
presence.
Don't worry, he's gonna go
I'm pretty sure he's
dumpster
gonna show up.
diving. He's gonna come with, like, something.
He's gonna come with a paper bag.
There you go.
I won't be surprised if we have to deal with Jeff for, like, at least the rest of this book, if not for more.
Oh, just the book?
If not more.
The more you don't want Jeff, the more Jeff's gonna be there.
I know.
You must learn to accept.
Maybe what I
him.
need to do is, like, try and be like, yeah, Jeff, we want to make you a permanent NPC in the party.
No, because then he becomes a permanent NPC.
But he leaves you guys be for now. He's
Yeah,
gonna
GM calls our
do
bluff.
some things.
Of course. I'm sure he has things to do.
I wave
Well, he's an
goodbye to
inspector
him.
after all.
You do. So
tell
yeah,
him.
you guys enter, and you guys see, ahead of you is this is like the main room right here. It's connected to the stage here. They've basically merged the back like part of the stage behind the curtain with the performing stage into one big dancing floor. And there's so many like refreshments and foods and stuff like that, and people are already indulging and having a good time here.
So that means, like, once you get inside, they gotta be taking their masks off in order to eat the food and whatnot.
I mean, the masks come in ways of like, like tipping it a little
Yeah.
bit and putting food in. But one of the guards with the red smiling masks approaches you guys and notifies you that it is Kane. And
Oh.
he has information.
Okay.
I'll explain to him more about the information in detail, but he tells you he knows exactly how many guards there are, where they're posted, and that there are devils posted in certain areas.
Yeah, I figured that'd be a thing.
But we'll leave that to next week.
Yeah, also finding
No,
the dragon mask.
But let me give you guys experience for tonight. It's not a big chunk, but it's some for roleplay rewards, like the noble families and the freeing the giants.
yay!
Our team's got more XP
I'm sure
than
that
we
we'll
did.
have plenty of opportunities for experience here. That's a nice chunk.
Yeah,
That's fine. We want them to level up.
yeah, think of it this way. You guys have 3 hours to complete this.
Mm-hmm.
It's 9 o'clock right now in game. At 12 o'clock is the end of the masquerade,
It's all, what?
which is the
What a
unmasking
short masquerade.
portion.
Oh.
But yeah, all right. Hope you guys had fun, and I'll see you guys next week.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, and let's see. So tomorrow we have Civ
Secrets game.
/ Stellaris.
We
We
do.
don't
I thought we had
Secrets
is it
Pro,
a
do
Secrets
we?
game?
It is this week, yeah.
Really?
You were gone last week.
'Cause we didn't do it
remember?
last
yeah,
week.
that's right. Because I was busy last week. That's right. And we okay. I